flamer for three. Got it! Unbelievable! Puts it up and in.
Five teams racing to become champions of the water.
This is the future of racing.
They are going to collide, surely. He's flying. What a race we've got here.
Ronaldo. Oh, genius!
Van Persie with an absolute stunner. Yeah! Oh my word!
Rosso per Zidane.
Another absolute screamer, and still Lamine! Genius from Lamine Yamal. Harry Kane!
One of the most exhilarating down-to-the-wire championship fights we have seen.
The world's greatest drivers gather.
All right on the door handles.
What a spectacle! Kick on the way! There is nothing like the Super Bowl. Let's make history! This is sensational! The genius of modern boxing!
Saturday Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
Legendary flavours from legendary games are now at McDonald's. Crispy golden black pepper and garlic McNuggets and dragon breath dip have landed. The main mission can wait. Take a side mission to McDonald's.
Looking for love? Maybe this is a sign to leave your old laptop and find true love with the new HP OmniBook range on Windows 11. It's got Copilot for effortless help and up to 41 hours battery life. So, what do you say?
I do!
What?
I do!
Whoa!
Find laptop love again. Get a new HP OmniBook on Windows 11 from just $20.06 a month. Curry's beyond expectations.
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.
Let's focus on Sami Pyri. Just a couple of weeks ago, he took his first...
The following programme is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
Good morning. DAZN have announced that boxer Moses Itauma could make history.
As the youngest British heavyweight champion ever.
Are you ready to die?
Ready to make history, sunshine?
And hold it there. Perfect. For the poster.
So you're better than Tyson, are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, for the IBF World Heavyweight Championship, live on DAZN.
August 29th will be the start of something special.
You ready?
Witness history. August 29th, Moses versus Hrgovic for the heavyweight world title. Live exclusively on DAZN Saturday Fight Night.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to ringside in the capital. We are live at the O2 Arena. Myself, Darren Rees and Zach Chelly here for the prelims. And this is exactly what is coming up on the prelims. 7 fights before the main card begins a little bit later on. And Moses Itauma bids to become the youngest British heavyweight champion of the world. And the second youngest ever, of course, after Mike Tyson. Zach, good to have you ringside. Always excited to have you in the commentary box. But I'm sure on nights like this, you've got itchy knuckles.
Yeah, hello, my friend. Always a pleasure. You know, I would love to fight at the O2 Arena. Just looking at it right now while it's empty, it just shows how big it is. And how much does it feel? Do you know? Is it around 20,000?
So I believe for the boxing, it's around 14 or 15,000. And listen, you've been to loads of good boxing events. You've walked out at magnificent arenas yourself. Can you imagine what it will be like later on when that main event comes around?
Yeah, I believe I was here when Carissa Shields versus
Savannah Marshall.
I was here for that fight, and my goodness, it was amazing, especially for women's boxing. So, and it was packed out, and I believe it's going to be packed out again. So I just can't wait for that atmosphere.
That was a historic night, that one. I was also here for that, and there's been so many tremendous fighters who have competed in this very venue. David Haye had some wonderful nights here. So did many, many others. It's become its own little mecca of boxing, and 12 fights are scheduled this evening. 24 fighters will all be part of a little bit of history, and around 15,000 people will sit in their seats in this arena tonight, and they will watch history unfold. But between now and then, there is plenty of boxing to come. And for those kind of young up-and-coming prospects, they're going to be a bit nervous, aren't they? Especially in a big fancy dressing room backstage here, right?
Yeah, most definitely. A friend, especially in this type of arena. The first fight coming up, Sam King, I've actually shared a ring with him a few times sparring, and from Peacock Gym. So he's pretty good, he's decent. So you'll be expecting some quality boxing from him from the first fight.
Now, I don't know how long I've got until Thomas Schreiber will get the fighters into the ring, but Sam King, who opens up the show for us this evening, really interested, listened to a conversation which he was having on a podcast, and he said that he was a good amateur, very good amateur, and he boxed at the likes of Dennis McCann and John Hedges and lots of other people in Team England, and he kind of lost his love a little bit for the sport of boxing. And then he was still an amateur, and he was watching some of his friends and his old teammates who were on big TV shows in arenas like this, and he thought, what am I doing? And that kind of gave him a little bit of a hit, and it gave him, I guess, the motivation to really put something into it. He's been out of the ring for 11 months, but tends to stay in the gym anyway. He should be in a good place.
Yeah, I kind of get where he's coming from, like, especially for me. I had like an injury at some point, a year and a half ago. Even myself, I was thinking, like, quitting or sticking with my teaching job. But then I started watching my friends who, like Jamie TKV and Adam Azim, all them people boxing. I'm like, wow, you know what? I want to do that. I want to be back at that. So I kept on training harder. Had a shoulder injury. I was actually meant to have surgery in last July for my shoulder. But, I trained through it, and it's healed itself miraculously, thank God. And yeah, and ended up knocking out David Morales. So I think it's a good thing I didn't quit.
Thank goodness for that. And we hope to see you back in the ring soon. I'm sure you're not going to be able to give us any form of name, but have you got any details that you can share with people who are Zach Chelli fans?
I'm just here in October, and you know, an arena like this one, maybe even this one. But I'm here in October. That's the date they're giving me. So, and that's why I'm actually here today. I'm actually here today to find out who my next opponent is and for what title.
Exciting meetings ahead, but exciting times over the next couple of hours for this lot. King versus Swallow is our first fight on the card. That's Sam King versus Jack Swallow. Then Tony Curtis Jr., who is actually trained by a legend in Roy Jones Jr. He opens up the card in there against Imad Naseeb, who told me this week that he wants to be a proper superstar and somebody who his community look up to. And he also gave me a bit of a golden nugget, which I'll drop into the commentary. I won't give everybody that one yet. You'll have to wait for that fight when it eventually comes around. Then we've got Frankie Wood in there against Callum Smithy Lee, followed by Hassan Ishak. Now, Hassan Ishak, 3-0, 3 KOs. He just keeps stopping people, keeps knocking people out. Actually, the last time that I watched him in this arena, he boxed a journeyman, an away corner fighter, who people really, really struggled to get rid of. And someone said he'll really struggle to get rid of him, and he did get rid of him. Have you seen Hassan Ishak yet?
Well, I haven't seen him, but I'm looking forward to seeing him, especially if he's got 3 knockouts to make my day go faster, wouldn't he? So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You know, a bit of action, especially in the prelims. And especially if you're stopping journeyman, that shows that he's got power. Exactly.
They always say that you can only fight who's put in front of you, but those who are going to go on and do great things, they should be getting rid of these people in the most respectful way. Then it'll be Zain Ahmed. Lovely story with Zain Ahmed. When he was a schoolboy in the amateurs, Amir Khan presented him a trophy. And Amir Khan said to him, "You're very good, young man. I'll see you in the future." So when his debut was here, a couple of fights back, I said to Amir Khan, "Well, the future is here." You presented him that trophy, and believe it or not, there he was watching. And then Alois Jr., who was meant to be fighting Mike Perez. Mike Perez had to pull out of the fight. What the details are around that, I'm not sure, but it's a different opponent. The same mentality is there. It's got to be a bit frustrating for Alois, but nevertheless, he's been out of the ring since July last year. He'll just be excited to get back in there, won't he?
Well, she just needs to get back, take away the ring rust, no matter who you're fighting. It's been over a year now, right, since his last fight, so he'll be raring to get back in.
And then the final one on the prelims, 7 fights deep, is Abnor Yashari in there against Newman Hussein. That is a Warren Boxing Management derby. Your management team.
Yeah, Newman Hussein is actually a good friend of mine, and for what he's achieved at his age is very impressive. I think he's like 35 or 36. Very impressive. His wife also boxes. I think she won Commonwealth silver, and she has 2 kids as well. So that's also impressive. Like a boxing family. They run the gym in King's Cross, Rivals Boxing Club, and they also have one in Spain. So yeah, it's a very busy family all around boxing.
Proper boxing family. Well, Thomas Stryber is the ring. I know he's in the ring. I know you can't see him yet, but the boxing is not too far away from starting. We can promise you that. This is the main card. Now, Vianello versus Moses Jolly. I don't know if you saw Moses Jolly. He was doing some serious moves at the media workout. There was some break dancing going on. There was some somersaults. Did he catch any of that?
Yeah, I saw some great real highlights. You know, got lots of views. So I might try to get some of that in my next ring walk, or even my.
Right, well, the action is about to continue. So over to Thomas Stryber.
Let's first welcome into the ring, Jack Mad Dog Swallow.
It starts with I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
And now let's welcome to the ring, Sam King.
that color in your cheeks? You ever get that feel that you can't shift, the type that sticks around like summits in your teeth? Are there some aces up your sleeve? Have you no idea that you're in deep? I dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? 'Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep.
Well, the fighters are in the ring, and this first contest will start very, very soon. But back to the main card for a moment. Vianello, the Italian fighter, in there against Moses Jolly. So I went down to see Tony Sims, actually, a few weeks ago, to go and catch up with George Liddard, who won the EBU European middleweight title last week, and Jimmy Sains. Vianello was in there sparring with Johnny Fisher, and they were having a proper tear-up. There was some leather being exchanged there. He's a good fighter, is Vianello, so we look forward to that one. And then the British and Commonwealth welterweight championship between Ursu and Vaughan is the second fight on the card. Then it's the heavyweights. It's Nelson Hooser versus the Viking Narmo. And then Sam Noakes fights Berenchik. That one's set to be a cracker. That's the penultimate one of the night, the co-main event. And then the one which this place will crackle for. And when Thomas Schreiber has the spotlight on him, the phone lights will come out and this place will glow. And a roar will come from every single part of the arena because Moses Itauma bids to become the youngest British heavyweight champion of the world. Will he do it though, Zach?
Most definitely, most definitely. Moses,
how does he do it?
He's going to knock him out. I believe round 5 or 6. That's what's going to come. He's going to knock him out round 5 or 6. Obviously, I'm not taking him lightly, the Hrgovic. I know he's a tough opponent, but Moses is something special.
So many people are saying that Moses is going to win by stoppage. It's going to be early. It's going to be the middle rounds. I don't know if I've heard anyone say that they think Hrgovic is going to win, even though he's a top contender, and this is a proper fight as well. And we'll come back to that because Thomas Schreiber is ready. Let's get the action underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to World Championship Boxing from the O2 Arena in London, England. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, Mr. Q Casino, That Prize Guy, FlexiMize Business Loans, Global Next Trade, and Riyadh Season. A big thanks to those great sponsors. We get things started with 4 rounds scheduled in the middleweight division. When the bell rings, the referee in charge and scoring the contest will be Amy Pooh. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing black with blue and weighed in officially at 161.2 pounds. Coming to us from Glossop, Derbyshire, England, he brings a professional record of 4 wins, 12 defeats, 1 draw. One of his 4 wins comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jack Mad Dog Swallow. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing pink with white and weighed in officially at 160.2 pounds. Hailing from Luton, Bedfordshire, England, he is undefeated with 6 wins. He has 1 draw. 1 of his 6 wins comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Sam King.
Boxers, listen to my instructions at all times. Watch your heads, no low blows. When I say break, step back. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Thank you.
Well, we are ready to roll in the O2 Arena. Bout number 1 round number 1. Only 3 people left in the ring, which is a good sign. Sam King of the Peacock Gym boxing in the orthodox stance there in those pink shorts with the pink boots, and Jack Swallow in the black and blue shorts. And King straight out.
Yeah, King seems an aggressive fighter. I've sparred him a few times, as I said before. And yeah, he does like to come out.
Nice left hook around the side of the guard there from Swallow. He's got a couple of very experienced journeymen in his corner in Dale Arrowsmith and Jordan Granham. About 300-400 fights between the pair of them.
I mean, I fought Jordan before. Yeah, he's a tough fight himself.
Extremely tough indeed. And these two are getting straight to action. And what I can tell you about Jack Swallow is he's not your typical away corner fighter. He's one of those ones who comes forward and really has a go. He's not one who comes in and tries to survive in any form or shape.
Let's go!
King shaping up nicely, just trying to cut the ring off with the best of his ability. And as we said earlier on, if you didn't catch the start of the conversation before this bout started, he has been out of the ring for 11 months, which will be a little bit frustrating for him. And there will be a tiny bit of ring rust there, which is only natural. But as long as he stayed in the gym, Zach, he'll be all right.
Yeah, of course, that's the most important, training every day, because you might get that call. And that's what happened to me. Obviously, in May, I got that call, and I fought Morel, and I was ready. That's why I think it's important for Sam King to stay ready, because you never know what he can fight next.
Exactly that. But Jack Swallow definitely got some enthusiasm coming from the corner, right next to our commentary position here at the O2. And he's doing a good work of putting the pressure on, but King just trying to defensively be sound, gets that double jab off of his own. Nice 1-2 follows that. Follows up there.
Great uppercut from Sam King. But you'd like to see Jack, yeah, he's keeping the center of the ring, not let him take it too much. And yeah, he is waiting too long. Lovely body shot from Sam King.
That was good. Jab upstairs, then threw the right hand into the body. This one scheduled for 4 in the middleweight division.
I think it's important to put the body shots early on, because the opponent will feel it later on in the rounds.
Lovely right hand straight through the guard there from King. Good work from the man from the Peacock Gym. Swallow lunged in with that left hook there, but it just landed on the right glove of King. But this is good from the man from Derbyshire. Trebled up that jab, followed up with a right hand. And he's asking some good questions to King in this opening round, isn't he, Zach?
Yeah, he's very good. You know, he's got a tight guard, and I hate opponents with tight guards, because you have to punch extra hard. But he's managed to do well. He's got him on the ropes, and yeah, keep going. But I'm not sure if he'll run out of fitness by the round 4, but yeah.
Your turn! 1-2!
Well, both will try to finish this round in the best way possible. And referee Amy Pugh will be scoring this one. But a good steady start, and it looked just like King was just, you could almost hear the cogs in his brain going. He was working his man out. And Jack Swallow is asking some good questions of him, but he doesn't look like he's overwhelmed in any way.
No, I don't think so. But I think Sam was just working him out that round, and I think he's kind of worked him out, because now Jack is starting to cover up a lot. So all really Sam King has to do is to flick his jab out and keep him at distance, and then throw a body shot every now and then.
Well, it looks like there's a fair few Sam King fans inside the arena. And it must be so nice when you're a young up-and-coming fighter. You know better than I do to have people that you love and you spend time with, who put their hand in their pocket and they come and watch you, and it's just as much of a buzz for them, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, most definitely. When you're an amateur, they'll spend like £5 or £10 to come watch you, and you're probably like 5 or 6 people, mostly family members. But as a pro, especially your first fight, everyone, your old friends and family will come watch you. Like, you'll bring like maybe 50 or 60 people, and then, yeah, just it's a nice atmosphere shouting your name.
Well, these two, the first to fight under the bright lights tonight on a historic one. Good feint in there from King. Just trying to get a little bit of a reaction from Swallow.
Oh, big right hand from Jack.
Swallow just trying to turn that left hand over the right glove of King. A few times he's tried to do that. And as we mentioned, King was a very good amateur, boxed for England, would have travelled all over the place, and because of that would have experienced so many different styles and ways of fighting.
Yeah, but I've always said to people, the amateur game and the pro game are two different games. You'll find journeymen who just keep taking shots and just keep coming forward, and that's when the professional or what they say, your man strength needs to come through, and you should keep pushing through.
Exactly that. The corner team really keen for Jack Swallow to just keep pushing forward, just have one motion and keep piling on the pressure, which he has done a good job of in the opening round and so far in this round. But it looks like ever so slightly King is just putting his foot on the gas and
King has
starting to put his shots together now, isn't he?
He's got a response for whatever Jack brings. But I'll give it to Jack. He looks like he's got heart. No matter what, he keeps throwing. He's not just one of those journeymen who just covers up and moves. He does want to throw back, so he's giving us a fight, which I'm grateful for.
I think one thing Swallow's just got to be a little bit careful of is keeping himself open after those hooks.
Yeah,
lovely right hand over the top there from Swallow. There was a left hand which landed before from King. Good body work as well, Zach.
Yeah, very good body work from Sam King. He needs to carry that on, and it'll help him in the later rounds. But at the moment, I see Sam just keep coming forward, that's what he needs to do. Nice, lovely left hook from Sam.
King spent a good period of time over in America sparring, said it was some of the best sparring, if not the best sparring he had ever had, and it put him in good stead for the pro game.
Yeah, I hear the sparring out in America is different. I've never been myself, but I hear from Hamza Shiraz, who trained out in America before, saying just different type of sparring, it levels you up. And I have fought American fighters, and so it is a different type of style, but it's good to travel around and spot any type of person.
This is nice, and the pair of them. Swallow landed a good two-shot combination. King came back with a free shot of his own, started it with a lead hook to the body. And he's just biting down on his gum shield here, giving it as good as he's got. And hats off to Jack Swallow, because he could easily just circle around clockwise, anti-clockwise, and just go through the rounds, taking shots on the gloves, but he's not.
Yeah, he's not here for a payday. He's here to try to win, which I like to see. You know, I respect these journeymen for that, not the ones that just cover up and move and give it a boring fight. He's actually given Sam King a test, and that's what you need to do.
Well, going back to talking about sparring in America, one of the quotes which I've written down from Sam King is he said, when he was sparring out there, the types of fighters which he was fighting, kind of the worst fighters, are much better than the journeyman than he'd been sparring or been put in the ring with over here. So, and actually I was sat ringside with Paulie Malignaggi a few weeks ago, and he said exactly the same thing. So there's got to be something in it.
I might have to go there myself and find out, you know.
Plenty of good gyms over there, from Gleason's in Brooklyn, under the Dumbo Bridge, to the Wild Card, run by Freddie Roach, and many others in between.
Lovely jabs from Sam King starting off. That's what you got to start off, always with a jab. Start with a jab and finish with a jab. That's what my dad always says.
1, 2, 1. No.
Nice lunge forward there from King with a right hand, just trying to put the pressure on Swallow on the ropes, but he didn't stay there for any longer than he needed to. But King's come out with a bit between his teeth here, and there's a bit more urgency.
This is a 4-rounder, is that right?
4 rounds this one.
Yeah, so this round number 3 is probably going to try pushing on a bit and hopefully try to get a stoppage in round 4. But the way I see it, Jack seems like a tough man, and I don't think he'll be stopped.
He's a seriously tough man, and he's
good turnaround.
Taken some good shots, but he's also landed some good ones as well. There's no way that King's had all of this his own way. This has been a great comeback opponent for a man who's been out of the ring for just short of a year.
Yeah.
Good jab to the body there.
Sam's got a lovely jab. Just like the way he points it out, straight to the face or straight to the body. Just got to work out on his defense a bit more.
The first time I actually saw Jack Swallow, I was speaking to Dale Arrowsmith, who looks after him, and he said, trust me, Darren, he is not your typical journeyman. He comes to win, he lets his hands go, and he's more than happy to take one to give a couple back, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Fair play to him. You can probably pick up in the noise from our commentary microphones as the away corner are right next to us here at ringside.
Come on now. Come on, Jack. In the trenches, let's go. Tee our room up.
Low right hand, left hook.
Nice catch and counter there from King with the left hand. There's that left uppercut, which follows. And now we're seeing a little bit of back foot movement from Swallow, but it won't be long before he's back on the front foot as a team at ringside scream for him to push King off and get back to business and pile on the pressure, because they know when their man's throwing the shots, that's when he's having the most success.
Jab left up. No. You're waiting, mate. Come on now.
Yeah, this stage is all about keeping the centre of the ring. And as you can see, Sam King has the centre of the ring. And so the judges will be seeing that and giving it to Sam King for each round.
Body jack with a backhand. No.
It's all about keeping control. That's what he's using, jab, double jab, staying control.
A nice catch and counter again a moment ago from King with a right hand, followed over the top with a right hand. Nice work there from the man from the Peacock. Once again, is it going to the last 10-15 seconds.
Come on, Jack, come on, come on.
And King doing a good job here of just putting the pressure on. Actually, in the last half of this fight, he has been able to push Swallow back a bit more, hasn't he?
I think his power is coming through now, and it's just starting to show that Sam King is a more powerful fighter, especially his jabs are quite stiff, so I think he's busted up his nose of Jack Swallow.
One of the things that your corner just said to Swallow, Zach, is empty the tank now, leave it all in the ring. There's a bit of danger with doing that, isn't there? Especially when you're in there with a talented fighter like King, because you can become a bit fatigued and defensively not in a great place.
That's true, but then there's also the regret after the fight. You'll feel that you had more in you that you could have given, and you don't want that feeling of the regret at the end of a fight. That's like the worst feeling.
Well, if you've just turned on the Queensbury feeds or watching us on DAZN, welcome to ringside. You're joined by myself, Darren Rees, and light heavyweight contender Zach Chelly, a man who not that long ago upset the apple cart in a big way. And the Co-op Live, was it, Zach?
Yep, they said to rip the script. I had my own script.
David Morrell, a man who was meant to beat him with ease. It didn't go too well for him, but it went fantastic for the man on my right-hand side. But back to these two then, Sam King and Jack Swallow in a 3-minute round contest in the middleweight division.
I feel like Sam King's about to empty his tank now, just giving it all. That's what it's about. His last round, don't keep nothing home.
Yeah, good shot, good shot. Jab the body over him right
Was a nice right hand that just got through there from Mad Dog Swallow.
Whip. Jab, jab. Sharper, Jack, sharper.
Jack's getting a bit angry.
Jab. There you go.
I think Jack's a bit frustrated because I see he wants to do more, but he just can't because Sam keeps coming forward.
Lovely lead up to the body a moment ago, Zach, from King. And you could just see the facial expression of Swallow just changed ever so slightly. He had to just try and get a bit of air into his lungs.
Quite a bit of smudge on Jack's face of blood. The thing about me, I don't really like looking at blood, but when I'm fighting, I don't really think about it too much. But outside of the fight, I'll just stay away from blood.
You're in the zone, aren't you? When it's fight mode. And the corner team of Swallow screaming for him to get that jab off, because they know that if he can land with one or two of those, he can land something which follows. Everything comes off the jab.
That's it, he's fighting back now, Jack. I'm not sure how long it'll last.
But this is one of the great things about 4-round contests, is they tend to be a bit of a higher tempo, don't they? Because generally, most people have got the fitness to fight at a good tempo over 4 rounds, and you get a good contest, don't you?
Yeah, especially with some of a good amateur pedigree. He knows the angles, he knows how to work both arms. And yeah, we've seen lots of angles, lots of shots from body, just right there, lovely left hand to the body.
King does throw that left hook to the body well.
Yeah, shoot now, give it.
There's a lot more one-shot combos, or not even a combination, just one-shot action from Swallow. He's kind of throwing one now and then getting out of there, where beforehand he would try and get 3 or 4 off. I don't know if that's just a bit of fatigue setting in. There's a 1-2 upstairs and a lead hook to the body once again from King.
Last 30 seconds.
The last couple of rounds looked like King had just kind of got into his groove a bit more. There's a tidy little neat right uppercut on the inside, doubles the jab up. But fair play to the Mad Dog, Jack Swallow, who's still nice and light on his toes.
You can see he's got a lot of heart, a lot of fight. But I think just Sam King just a bit too powerful, too strong, and with that jab, helping his shots and the body shots as well.
And through those 4 rounds, Sam King was very composed. He didn't lose his shape at any point, did he?
No, yeah, he's very composed. You see he's got that amateur pedigree, so he knows what he's doing. Especially in amateurs, you're fighting 3 rounds at a high pace, so he'll be used to stuff like this.
Well done to the pair of them. Jack Swallow, a worthy opponent. Over to Thomas Schreiber, who's just got the scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds, our referee in charge, Amy Poo, scores the contest 40-36 for your winner. And still undefeated, Sam King. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with 6 rounds in the super flyweight division. The referee in charge is Lee Every. Introducing first, fighting in the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing teal trunks and weighed in officially at 111.13 pounds. An amateur national champion, he is now undefeated with 8 wins. 2 wins come by way of knockout. He is the fighting pride of Warrington, England. Please welcome Ahmad Bullet Naseeb. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing white with gold and weighed in officially at 116.12 pounds. Hailing from London, England, he has a professional record of 13 wins, just 1 defeat. 3 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Lightning Tony Curtis Jr.
Okay, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both. Good luck.
Well, fight number 2, ready to go. Tony Curtis Jr. in that blue corner with the white and gold skirt in there against Ahmad Naseeb.
It should be an interesting fight. Just seeing Roy James Jr. in the ring, is impressive for me.
And Roy Jones Jr., the trainer, the coach of Tony Curtis Jr. Legend of the sport. And always a privilege and a pleasure for him to be here. But Naseeb getting straight to business.
Yeah, I think I remember Naseeb a few years ago. He came to someone and said, I'm going to be the next world champion. So he really believes in himself.
Naseeb massively inspired by Amir Khan and says that he wants to be an inspiration to those in his community and feels that he's got everything to go all the way. Trains out at the elite boxing gym with Alex Matvienko. He's got so much respect for his coach. Also works part-time as a taxi driver. Managing that with being a professional boxer isn't the easiest thing in the world. This is...
Especially a taxi driver, you're sitting down a lot of the hours and it can be hard on the legs.
Chest. Chest. And again, chest.
See, switcher style. Think about these lighter weights, they're a lot more technical, so, and they're quite fast, so you could probably miss a few things.
One of my observations with Curtis Jr. over the few fights which I've commentated on him is very slick. He knows how to make his opponents miss.
Very good.
And I'm sure Roy Jones Jr. has been working on him landing more because he's defensively very sound, but it looks like he's coming forward a little bit more than he has in previous bouts. So we'll see if that continues in this 6-round super flyweight contest.
Yeah, I think about him, he lost his first fight, but that didn't put him off. Just like I think Manny Pacquiao as well, he lost his first fight, didn't put him off. That's the thing, now he's just won like 11 straight. We'll see what he does today.
Exactly. He was around 15 years old in Mexico, was Tony Curtis Jr. when he lost that fight. And here he is today, fight number 15. And another man who's the penultimate one on our prelims, Alois Jr. lost his debut. And he's in here tonight in a 6-round cruiserweight contest. Of course, he was meant to fight Mike Perez, but he's been out of the ring since July last year. So there is a little bit of a theme there.
See the style of Curtis Jr. It's very like Mayweather style, isn't it? The hands down, was moving. Maybe that's the influence of Roy James Jr.
Actually, you've hit the nail on the head there, Zach, because doing some research on him, when I commentated one of his fights a few fights ago, he said that Mayweather was one of those fighters who was a big inspiration for him. Also, I think Prince Nassim Hamid was also a big inspiration. You can see it, can't you?
Yeah, I can definitely see it. The low guard, trying to slip the shots, trying to look sleek. That's what it's all about.
The last few seconds of this one. I mean, they've both done plenty, but not much has happened. Does that make sense?
The thing is, it's like a game of chess for them at these lighter weights. They're both good at slipping, so you don't really get too much big shots because they're both slipping, they're both fast. Maybe once one of them gets tired, you'll start seeing a bit more.
They both look a little bit hesitant to commit. What do you think is going through your mind? Is it just a bit of a...
I think they're both undefeated fighters, so they know they're both fighting high-level opponents. They don't want to get hit because I think at this weight class as well, you get hit, you're going to get hit with two because they're pretty fast.
They've both got the hand speed, that's for sure. Naseeb was telling me in fight week that this is a major opportunity for him. This is fight number 9. He's had 2 stoppages, but all of those fights, those wins, have all come on the small hall scene. And it is a hard old graft, selling tickets, turning up to venues which aren't as flash and sparkly as the O2 Arena. So when you get an opportunity like this, Zach, you've got to take it with both hands.
Exactly, he's going to want to show something today, so that's probably maybe part of the nerves as well. But yeah, usually fighting at sports halls or, you know, leisure centres.
I remember having a conversation with Curtis Jr. after one of his fights a couple of fights ago, and I asked him whether he felt the pressure of having Roy Jones Jr. in his corner. And he just looked at me in the eye. He said, "I don't even know how to spell it, Darren." And then he just laughed, and that was it. He's a man of few words, and he says he likes to let the fighting do the talking. And here he is doing the fighting, round 2 of 6. Good jab there from Curtis Jr. He kind of throws that straight 1-2, and then just, I'm not saying he admires his work, but then he just kind of stands off and has another look, doesn't he? But good left hook over the top there from Imad Naseeb.
Imad, reverse is simple, up and down.
Yeah, see Curtis, he's trying to look a bit too flashy. He's trying to step back and just admire his work, and then he just caught with one, so he's got to be careful at this stage.
Don't wait, Imad, fill the gap. Then.
The corner team next to us of Naseeb really keen for him to not wait and commit to his work. 6 rounds isn't a long time to ensure that referee who's scoring the contest. That was a beautiful shot there from Naseeb. He landed a couple of good ones, and Curtis Jr. feels like he was hit over the back of the head, and I think he probably was actually.
There's a little red on his neck at the back.
But it definitely wasn't intentional. As Curtis Jr. throws a bit of a wild lead uppercut there and misses.
See, I can hear the fans of Naseeb shouting his name out.
That's got to give him a little bit of energy. Naseeb. And I think Curtis Jr. is one of those fighters that you really see him wake up and start doing the work when he gets caught. And we've seen that a couple of times, a couple of glimpses of it in this contest so far.
Yeah, the thing I like about this, not one of them are trying to get back on the back foot. Both of them are trying to stay in the center and try to give us a fight. The thing is, they're both very skillful, so there's a lot of missing, a lot of speed shots.
Curtis Jr. sunk in that right hand.
Good work on the inside.
Yeah, the corner appreciating that. Over there in the blue corner for Tony Curtis Jr. He's still such a young man, 20 years old. And the fact that this is fight number 15 at 20 years old tells you he's been doing this for a little while, even in the pro side of the game.
I wonder where he's getting his funding from for have all these fights, you know. Especially having Roy James Jr. as your coach. Want to know
got some people who believe in him, which is a nice place to be.
Yeah, I've always said it's nice to have people believe in you, but what's better is having nobody believe in you and proving them wrong.
Well, you've been there, done that, and got the T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. So you go up to them and go, ha ha.
But speaking to Naseeb, I always try and get a little gem out of fighters whenever I'm going to commentate on their fights. And I said to him, what's one thing about you that nobody knows? And he said, when I was about 14 or 15 years old, he went to go and see the rapper The Game, local to where he lived, big arena, 10,000+ people there. And you know, rappers sometimes, or singers, they'll get someone on stage. Out of all those people, the thousands of people, he got picked out of the crowd and got stuck on stage and rapped with The Game, and that's his claim to fame.
I guess he's got some experience of fighting and performing in front of thousands of people.
Especially in big arenas. Hate it or love it. Well, both fighters straight to the centre of the ring. Very jittery, the pair of them, just trying to keep each other guessing. That's better work there from Naseeb.
I'm finding it hard to score, so I think the judges might have a hard time as well.
It is one of those, like I said earlier on, like plenty's happening, but not much is become an outcome of it, because there's loads of feints, there's loads of guessing going on, and they're both doing a lot with their shoulders. But not many clean, effective punches have landed.
Yeah, lots of counters, nice counter shot right there.
What do you think these two need to do to be landing the more eye-catching shots on each other? Do you think there's anything that they can do, or do you think it's just a bit of a clash of the styles?
I think they're both, well, I think the issue is that once they get hit, they're throwing another one to hit their opponent at the same time, so they're hitting to hit, or they're getting hit and still throwing one back. That's the issue, I think. That's why I think the judge might have it a bit hard to score, so they might give it to whoever's got the more pressure. But then I think Curtis is more of a counter fighter, so it might go against him.
He is most certainly a counter fighter. The sweet science is hit and don't get hit. And being defensively sound is brilliant, but punches most definitely win you fights.
I feel like Naseeb is more going for his body because he can't really reach his face, so he's going for his body a lot.
That was nice from Curtis Jr. Went upstairs with a jab, then stabbed it downstairs to the body.
Imagine not capitalising. Good again.
That was better body work there from the man from Warrington. In the corner, frustrated that Naseeb is waiting. Is he waiting too long, Zach?
I think he's mainly trying to target the body because he can't really catch his head. So yeah, he's waiting quite a bit. Especially at this weight class, you have quite high fitness rate, so the work rate usually is quite high. But I think he's doing the right thing. He's applying pressure and just keep going and just attacking the shot that he can get, which is the body shot. I think Curtis is like working that out, and now he's just trying to go for the headshots every time that Naseeb does go low. He goes for his head.
Curtis is doing a good job of, I mean, he does mix it up on the inside, but he does do a good job of using his height and reach and using the straight shots to keep Naseeb at bay most of the time. And I think that's probably why Naseeb's finding it quite difficult to get inside, isn't it? Because the straight shots are working.
Yeah, most definitely. So he just I see like the last couple of seconds, he was trying to keep it cool, hands down, and trying to move his head. Depends how the judge is scoring this. Are they going to count the body shots as winning shots, or are they going to count the head shots from Curtis?
Be interesting to see how the referee who's scoring this one does have it. If we do end up getting all 6 rounds, both are doing plenty well. And I guess it depends what you like, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I like Curtis' style. Nice little, throwback to Floyd Mayweather, and you've got Roy Jones Jr. as a trainer, and that, his movement, you can see it from that. But then again, I do like the way Naseeb is attacking and showing his heart and just going for it, keep going on the stop. Like, if you can't catch someone, just make it a dogfight. In
that previous round, Imad Naseeb's corner shouted to him, "This is your best round yet." Do you think it was?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but in regards to keep going forward and keeping the center, I guess it would be.
Hey man, your life's on it. Come on. You're gonna be a savage. Fill the gaps and go. Go.
Nice jab right down the center through the middle of the guard there from Curtis Jr.
Brilliant.
But apologies if anybody lost us there. Some technical issues which have been resolved. And we are back underway in round 5 between Tony Curtis Jr. and Imad Naseeb. And Naseeb doing a good job, Zach Chelly, of just trying to put a little bit more pressure on bit by bit. And I think the corner wanted to see more of this earlier on, didn't they?
Yeah, I believe in the last round, I'm not sure if they missed it, the viewers, but yeah, he was applying a bit more pressure. And I think Junior got a warning. Or holding, I think it was for.
The referee, yeah, in between the 2 rounds, did have a conversation with Tony Curtis Jr. Just wants a clean fight. I don't think either of them really want that. They just both want to do their work. And Naseeb probably waiting a little bit too long again. Hasn't really got the time to wait. Nice straight left down to the body from the southpaw stance from the man from Warrington. And there comes Curtis Jr. again.
Yeah, Naseeb is definitely applying more pressure. And I believe Junior's needing to move a lot more. Just the way the judge will score it, we'll see.
Imad, you can't wait. Good shot. Good shot. Body.
Yeah, he's been attacking the body from beginning, and I can hear that his cornermen saying body. And I believe that's what he's doing.
He's just trying to slow Curtis Jr. down, who's constantly waiting for Naseeb to make the first attack and then counter him off the back of that. And there's that whipping right hand to the body there from Curtis Jr. Roy Jones Jr. in the corner like that one. A big smile came across his face. Lovely shot there from Naseeb to Tony Curtis Jr. on the ropes. He felt that one. The gum shield has come out of Curtis Jr.
That might be a tactic to get a bit more time to breathe. You never know.
I mean, after the shot landed, limbs in all sorts of places there, so I can understand the gum shield coming out. But for Naseeb, he's really got to go for it now.
He's getting a word in by the ref. Yeah, winning this fight will mean a lot for both of them, especially defeating an undefeated fighter for Naseeb.
Come on, fill the gap. We have urgency now, champ. Come on, it's only a 6. It's not a
The corner shouting for urgency for Naseeb, and I feel like he's giving it to them. He's coming forward, but good counter punching again there from Curtis Jr.
Naseeb is switching his guard a lot. He's in southpaw orthodox and throwing the backhands from both angles.
And this is the sort of stuff which Curtis loves to do. He loves to showboat and he loves to throw a shot and then just go underneath it, because
bob and weave.
It looks good to some people. They love that kind of stuff as well, but it also shows that, I guess, the referee that his opponent's having a real hard time landing a glove on him.
And he's trying, it's not affecting him in any way. He can still move from it, and maybe he's trying to psych his opponent and trying to say, look, you can't catch me, I'm still fit.
One of Tony Curtis's inspirations, Prince Nassim Hamed, will be here later on. And in his early days, you could throw a handful of rice at him and only a couple of grains would have hit him, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course. Apparently he doesn't get wet when it rains.
He was definitely one of those fighters. Well, one more round to go. Naseeb is going to be instructed to leave every single bit of him in that ring, empty the tank. 3 minutes. This is the most important 3 minutes of your life. Agreed?
Yeah, most definitely. You got to win this fight. Don't lose that undefeated record.
Well, here we go then. Curtis Jr. will do everything he possibly can to pot shot and make his man miss. Naseeb has got to find the answers to those questions. There's one of them. There's that right hand over the top as Curtis Jr. just tried to slip out of the way of it as he fights on the back foot.
I feel like the judges usually they see off the last round who's got the more fighting style in the last round, and that's usually who they give it to. A lot more aggressive. It's a more aggressive fighter, and I think he just wants to show off to the judges that he's the one in control of this fight.
Nice 1-2 there from Curtis, and Nasib walking forward. Curtis just tying him up, just stopping him from piling the pressure on. Really intrigued to see how this one is going to be scored if we get to that final bell in a couple of minutes' time.
Yeah, he's been a very good counter punch at the moment, Junior.
Hit him out in the chest. Yes, and then get your feet in. Hit the chest, the arms, get your feet in. Then go. Now go. Go, you're in. You're in.
The corner unbelievably frustrated with Nasib waiting. He was inside the pocket but not throwing his hands, and they want him to just get in there, rough Curtis Jr. up and make life very difficult for him, because if he's in there with his head on his chest, he's not going to be able to throw those long arms. He's not going to be able to throw those pot shots and move and make him miss, which is the stuff which Junior is good at.
Yeah, with a fighter like Curtis, you're going to have to just basically mad dog it. Because he's going to keep moving and just countering. So just smother his work and then catch him.
Let's see if Nasib can do that. There was a lovely 1-2 there from Curtis. And throws the right hand, and the two become tangled up.
Come on. Bite down now. Imad, you've got to go, Phil. No. What are you waiting for? Work.
At around 45 seconds
On him like a dog. No. On him.
to convince the scoring referee that they are the winner. I think this is going to be a close one.
Yeah, most definitely depends how this, if you feel like a counter puncher or a pressure fighter.
Good round this, Imad. Now. At both hands, Imad, bite down. 2 hands. Good body shot. Imad, 2 hands. Imad.
Curtis Jr. now throwing shots to the inside, but gets caught with a left hook on his way out as Nasib just sticks his head on his chest and throws a couple of decent shots to the body. And there's our right hand over the top there from Curtis Jr. again as we go into the last few seconds. It's now or never for the pair of them. Lovely right hand over the top there from Nasib, and the gum shield comes out again from Curtis Jr. Intrigued is the word I'll use for this one. There was plenty which went on, but it didn't always result in the most entertaining action, especially for the first couple of rounds. But the fight certainly livened up as time went by. What does your gut say, Zach?
I mean, the last minute I enjoyed. Both fighting for it, giving it their all. As I said, it depends. Do you like a counter puncher or do you like a pressure fighter? And that's my answer to who's going to win.
Well, which one is it? Thomas Schreiber has the scorecards, so over to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, our referee Lee Every scores the contest 58-56 for your winner, Lightning Tony Curtis Jr. And ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have with us here today one of the greatest fighters in boxing history, none other than Roy Jones Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout, scheduled 6 rounds in the featherweight division. The referee in charge and scoring is Amy Poo. Introducing first in the red corner, wearing white with blue, he weighed in officially at 126.15 pounds. Coming to us from Trowbridge, Wiltshire, England, he is undefeated with 8 wins, and 1 win comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Callum Lee, Too Slick Smith. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, He comes to the ring wearing turquoise with gold and weighed in officially at 127.13 pounds. Hailing from Benfleet, Essex, England, he had a stellar amateur career and now is a professional undefeated. With 4 wins, 1 win comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Frankie Wood.
Boxers, listen to my instructions at all times. Watch your heads, no low blows. When I say break, step back. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Thank you.
Well, fight number 3, Frankie Wood of the iBox gym, under the watchful eye of Al Smith in there against Callum Smith in the blue and white shorts. Good work there from Frankie Wood immediately in the southpaw stance, landed a straight left hand straight down the middle. And fair play to the pair of these because both of them undefeated. Wood 4-0, Smith 8-0. You know what they say, Zach, somebody's O has got to go, but normally at this early on in your career, you're not fighting people with unbeaten records, are you?
Yeah, most definitely. So, yeah, hats up to them and hats up to Frank Warren and Queensberry Promotion for putting fights on like this. I believe Callum hasn't fought in over a year, though. I think his last fight was in March 2025. So maybe a ring rust might be affecting him.
Nice work here from Wood, who's digging his toes into the canvas, moving up and down the body of Callum Smith. Beautiful body shots a moment ago. He was a stellar amateur. Got a real good pedigree. As that young man from Essex, only 22 years old, in the gym with the likes of Sky Nicholson and Sam Noakes, trained by Al Smith and Eddie Lamb. He's in a good place. And that was a nice right hand on the return there from Smith.
Yeah, Wood has some spite in him. I just saw that. That was a pretty amazing combination.
Good shot there from Smith again. There's a jab over the top. Tries to land the 1-2, but Wood just gets himself out of the way in that southpaw stance and pushes his man off.
Yeah, when fighting a southpaw, you got to lead with the right. So that's what Callum's got to do, catch him with a big right hand. There's a bit of swelling over Callum's left eye.
Nice 1-2 again then from Smith. But Wood not bothered. Doesn't seem to be entertained by it at all. Kind of shrugs it off and then gets straight back to business. And now Smith in the corner just instructing this young man to go straight down the middle. Good work there again from Wood. Lovely 2 shots downstairs. Turned it over with a lead hook upstairs, did Wood. And observations early on, Zach, as these two are well matched.
Yeah, very well matched, both undefeated, I guess. And yeah, as you said, someone's always got to go and a bit of shame. But yeah, they're both giving their all, especially Wood. Yeah, I think he's got more power behind his shots.
The last couple of seconds then. And yet again, I think it was a pretty tough round to score.
I give it to Wood. He's more of a pressure fighter, and I see the damage he's already done to Callum's left eye. I think if he keeps more of that throughout the round, he's got it in the bag. He's young, he's only 22, so yeah, it's pretty impressive amount of confidence and the power he has.
Now this is Frankie Wood's second 6-rounder. However, he hasn't been past 4 rounds yet, as the only 6-rounder he has boxed in ended in the 3rd round stoppage win. And of course, fighters always want to get fighters out of there, but they also don't get paid for overtime. And just looking over to our right-hand side, and Hassan and Adam Azim have just taken their seats at ringside. A couple of talented fighters, and I think we're going to see a few stars here tonight, Zach.
Yeah, most definitely, especially if we're going to witness history. with the heavyweight, youngest British heavyweight world champion ever. I'm just happy I got one of the best seats in the house.
We are in a very privileged position to be able to lean over and touch the canvas. Lovely work there from the pair of them, actually, but the celerity of those shots from Wood was beautiful. Real speed and smoothness. And there's that 1-2 again. Al Smith was shouting for him to go down the middle. He throws that southpaw 1-2 very well. Oh, right hand there from Callum. And I guess, Zach, really it's kind of being able to do a little bit more afterwards, but Callum Smith was not very happy with that because they were instructed to break, and he feels that Wood hit him after they were instructed to break, but the action continues.
That's the thing with pro boxing, you've got to be careful. You never know. If the ref's not there to stop you guys, I mean, you've got to keep throwing because one punch can change everything.
That exactly.
Got good straight shots, Wood. Lovely 1-2s. And again.
Lovely 1-2. Brilliant from the man from the eye box, Jim. And Smith just tries to get a right hand over the top, but didn't quite work out this time.
Just got to do something off the 1-2. 1-2 body shot or 1-2 hook.
And those second phase attacks, isn't it? One of the things Wood is really good at is capitalising on the break. So when they step away from each other, he never wastes anything. He'll throw something spiteful over the top. If the ref is allowing him to work at any point, then he'll do it.
That's very true, and that's what I've learned later on to do. So he's doing this early in his career is very good. Because a lot of times, when I first started off as a pro, I had that amateur style of break and just everyone. If we're holding, I'm going to be polite and just break. But no, not in a pro fight. They won't do that. They'll just, if they have every opportunity to hit you, they'll hit you. Even sometimes when a ref says break, if the ref's not there to break you apart, they'll carry on.
Exactly, you've got to let the referee do their job, and you do yours. Nice jab again there from Wood. Snaps the head back of Callum Smith. Well, good work from the pair of them, but my gut feeling is they are well matched, but Wood is probably edging this, and he's just a little bit more the slicker of the two.
Yeah, Wood has shown that he's got a bit more in him. I'm not say skill, maybe, but I think they're both skillful fighters, but I think Wood's punches just are more effective.
Well, look at that shot there. Moses and Filip Hrgovic on the big screen for those in the O2 Arena, and even all the way up into the top. There are people starting to take their seats, and those people will witness a little bit of history tonight. And it all boiled over a little bit of the weigh-in yesterday. Did you catch any of that?
Yeah, I was surprised. Some people say it looks staged, but then if you think about it, before they were exchanging words, and I think that annoyed Moses, so he pushed him. Then he got a little slap back, so I don't know, he's going to be angry with that one.
It's the first time we've seen anything like that from Moses. Filip Hrgovic has been trying to wind him up all week, saying, I'll smash the kid, and all sorts of other things.
I remember him saying the same things about Dubois, and then he said, I believe he said, if Dubois beats him, he'll retire, but he's still here.
Filip Hrgovic is a great character. He understands the theatre of it all, and he knows he's got lines to read. And I cannot wait for that opening bell to sound. But back to this one. Plenty of time to go between now and then. Frankie Wood versus Callum Smith, both undefeated fighters. Wood in that southpaw stance. Those light green and gold shorts with blistering fast hands.
Lovely set of combinations there, followed after the right backhand.
Solid right hand through the middle there from Smith. That was a good shot.
There are some definitely solid exchanges here. They're going to wake up tomorrow morning and feel them.
They're certainly going to know they've been in a fight. Wicked left hook to the body there from Smith again. And oh, that's nice work there from Wood. Double the jab up, then turned it round with a lead hook to the body.
I believe Callum
You could hear the connection on that. Well, Smith just looked at the referee and was encouraging her to break him up, but because Wood was working away, she was happy for them to continue, and that's how it should be. If there's work going on, then the referee's got no need to get involved.
Nothing you hate more than when a ref gets too much involved, you know, especially when you're clinching it inside and trying to get a good shot off, and then the ref just tells you to break.
Exactly. The best referees allow, within the rules, for the fight to just continue and flow. And for those spectating it at home and in the arena to watch it in the best possible way. That was good, skillful work there. Masterful from Wood. Nice fast feet in there with that southpaw jab. Slipped and then came back with the 1-2. But Smith's doing a really good job with his lead jab, but just jabbing over the right hand of Wood when he gets the opportunity to do so. And that's what you got to do with a southpaw, haven't you, Zach?
Yeah, most definitely, especially with southpaw, yeah, backhand. And that's what they don't see coming usually, because they always focus on your front hand. Then again, I guess it works both ways.
Nice work to the body there from Smith. Wood comes back with a 3-4 shot combination of his own. And Smith getting frustrated with what I think he feels there's a lot of holding from Wood, but maybe it's a little bit more tactical than it is. I don't think he's holding on for reasons of being tired. Looks like there's plenty of juice in that battery.
Yeah, I think he's playing it smart. He's hitting him and then holding, so he gets the
and then
point.
he hits as he steps out, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a very tactical fighter.
And the tactical is a good word, and technically very sound. And you said it earlier on that the amateur side of the game and the pro side of the game, they're two completely different sports. And it always fascinates me, actually, that sometimes you get an amazing amateur and it just doesn't work for them in the pro game, does it?
Yeah, because in amateurs, there's a lot of tap-tap, a lot of the judges see you're attacking more, you're keeping the center, you're throwing more shots, and you win the fight. Whereas in the pro, if your punches are not strong and they're not effective, in the later rounds, you won't win the fight, especially with just tap-tap punches. You need some power, you need some man strength, as they say. And that's what it's all about when it comes to a pro fight.
It's all about that aggression.
Seconds out, round 4.
All about entertainment. Now Smith in that Frankie Wood corner, telling him to be patient. Remember what I said. I wonder what he did say. My guess is, Zach, that he's going to wait for Smith to commit and then try and counter with that straight left hand. And Smith giving Wood a little bit of a taste of his own medicine there, catching him on the break.
Yeah, now to slip the shots as well.
Great work from the pair of them. Smith landed a good shot, but there was a nice response there from Wood.
Yeah, both catch each other backhands.
Good boxing this.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. It's a bit different from the last fight we saw. This is more cleaner shots. I guess because they're not the heavier weight, so there's more power behind the shots and not as fast.
You took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly it. A completely different fight, isn't it?
Yeah. I think the thing about these two guys, they're both, one's orthodox, one's southpaw, but they're both trying to counter each other, which makes it, very interesting to see.
They're both good counter punches, but they can both mix it up on the inside, and this is a great example of it. I wouldn't say either of them are happier boxing on the outside or the inside. They just seem to be able to vary it up and are quite dynamic fighters.
Yeah, both of them high guard. Similar, very similar styles, just one orthodox, one southpaw. And I think at the end of the day, whoever lands the most shots and hits harder is going to win.
Lovely straight left down there. The timing was good, wasn't it?
He was waiting for that. Trying to lead him in by keeping his front hand down.
And I think that's probably what Al Smith was saying about be patient, remember what we said.
Oh, he got caught with a left hook.
The last few seconds in. Wood just gets through with that straight left hand. They're good for each other, actually, these two. They ask good questions of each other and see if each other can come up with the answers a lot of the time.
I feel like they'd be great sparring partners, you know. Maybe after the fight they could help each other out.
That happens quite a lot, doesn't it, where you see fighters? And have you ever had that with anyone?
I haven't had that, unfortunately, but I know I had, yeah, when I beat Jermaine Brown for the English title a year later, we ended up sparring each other, you know, helping him out for his next fight. So yeah, I mean, it is nice. I guess it shows that it is a gentleman's sport at the end of the day, and we're all here to help each other out to come to the top.
I'm trying to think of a good example, and there'll be people at home.
I think Joshua and Usyk.
But there you go. That's a great example. But there's plenty out there where you see fighters with arms over each other after just sharing several rounds, and probably wasn't that long ago that they shared the ring with each other. And when all is said and done, they do touch gloves, and regardless, people have respect for each other. 99 times out of 100 anyway. Well, this one, the penultimate round. Wood got a real solid base, hasn't he? He's got a big, wide stance. He also does loads of kind of touching upstairs, doesn't he? It's just kind of those little pitter-patter shots. Then you sink one in.
Yeah, I think he wants to try to catch with a big backhand.
On cue. And this is good action, toe-to-toe. You go, I go. 3 or 4 shots each. Both biting down on their gum shield.
Lovely boxing, no holding there. That's pretty impressive.
And just a reminder that this is the prelims, the free-to-watch portion of the show. Everything from 7 p.m. on the pay-per-view. You can buy that at DAZN.com. That's when the main card will take place and then be topped off, of course, with tonight's headliners. But this is great work here from the man from Essex. 4 or 5 shots, 4 of them downstairs, and then finish one upstairs. Did Frankie Wood. Nice snappy lead hook there as well. And I think for the first time, it looks like these shots are just starting to get to Callum Smith, ever so slightly.
He's not throwing anything back this time. Usually he'll counter with something. This time he's just taking them and trying to cover up. So, yeah, might be affecting him. That would be giving Wood some confidence, though. See them both sticking their tongue out at each other. Try to get out that corner.
Nice 1-2 there from Smith.
Feels like they're taking turns. One, your turn to hit me, my turn to hit you. But at the end of the day, whoever hits harder is going to win that counter.
Who would you say has been the busier fighter, Zach?
I'd say Wood. I'd say Wood's given the more harder shots, more cleaner shots. And you can see from his face, he looks more cleaner. Whereas if you look at Callum's face, it's quite bruised up.
Smith just trying to catch Wood with that. Almost a bit of a check hook as he made an entrance in, but didn't quite pull it off.
I feel like we're going to have a very interesting last round because, you know, both of them seem like they still have a lot left in their tank. And round 6 is just about to come.
It's had a little bit of everything, this. He's had some good technical boxing. And then there's been plenty of moments where the two of them have stood in the centre of the ring, in their opposite stances, and just thrown some leather, haven't they?
Exactly, that's what I like to see in boxing, you know, a bit of everything. A bit of technical work, a bit of work on the inside, you know, and working. The referee really had to get involved too much. I've seen, they're pretty good boxers, both of them.
And both these fighters are improving fight by fight. I know after the third fight I saw with Callum Smith, I really saw a change in the way that he was boxing. And I remember Nick Blackwell, actually, the top fighter himself, who was full of praise for him that night. And both of them have got better as time's gone by, which is exactly how it should be. Just interesting that Frankie Wood did not look at Callum Smith at all there, as the two of them touched gloves before the final round started. But his eyes are firmly on him now as he just tries to get to work with that southpaw jab. And I think we are in for an interesting 2 minutes and 45 seconds, Zach Chelly.
Most definitely. A lovely backhander again from Wood. Straight in there. I feel like they both have quite a bit left in the tank, so let's hope they unleash it.
And where they're coming together is normally where one of them is just kind of slipping and then grabbing hold, isn't it? Wood is very good at that stuff. Nice work with the right hand there from Smith, who just gets caught with a counter jab from Wood.
Yeah, I feel like Wood is taking over this round, keeping the centre of the ring, and got unleashed now.
Beautiful shot there by Frankie Wood. It was a lead hook straight over the top, and Callum Smith is just trying to get himself back to his feet, and his legs are wobbly, and the referee calls it off. Frankie Wood wins it in the 6th and final round. It was a brilliant contest. And Al Smith, the coach of Frankie Wood, doing the honourable thing of grabbing the stool for Callum Smith, who we hope is okay. His legs certainly went, but it was a peach of a shot, Zach.
Yeah, he was pulling it, he was going for it, he had the pressure. He, I'd say he cooked him, and then that shot just came, and front left hook, front hook.
Lead hook straight over the top. The timing was great, but it looked like Smith had gone to throw his shot, so he was kind of moving in the direction anyway, and then got caught with a heady right hand from 22-year-old Essex man Frankie Wood. And Callum Smith just being seen by the expert medical team at ringside. We won't be putting that on the screen for obvious reasons, but
yeah, he's just having a bit of oxygen, make sure oxygen to the brain. He's on.
Well, over to Thomas Treiber for the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute, 21 seconds of round number 6. Our referee in charge, Amy Poo, waves it off. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout and still undefeated, Frankie Wood.
Well, there you go. Congratulations to Frankie Woods. Plenty more still on the way. And this one live from 7 p.m. Watch via DAZN.com. If you're already a subscriber, you know what's coming up. And plenty to look forward to. Loads of heavyweight action, including the Albanian Nelson Husa against the old Viking, the last Viking, Narmo. Well, we're ready for our next fight, so over to Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with 6 rounds scheduled in the super bantamweight division. When the bell rings, our referee in charge and scoring the contest will be Lee Every. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing camouflage trunks and weighing officially at 122.14 pounds. Coming to us from Moreno, Buenos Aires, Argentina, he is a veteran of 24 professional bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Enzo El Bulls Munoz. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing black with yellow and weighing officially at 122.5 pounds. Hailing from Slough, England, he is undefeated with 3 wins. All 3 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Hassan Shooter Ishak.
Okay, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both. Good luck.
Hassan Ishak returns in there against Enzo Munoz of Argentina. The Argentinian in those camouflage-like shorts. Hassan Ishak hasn't put a foot wrong so far in the pro game. 3 fights, 3 wins. All 3 of them have been won inside the distance. He's lightning fast and has obviously got some heavy hands as well. He's also, Zach, the cousin of Hamza Shiraz.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Is Hamza Shiraz here? He's going to be watching tonight?
I haven't seen him at ringside, but
I think I've seen the DAZN brothers. But yeah.
A fighting family. Good jab to start things off from the shooter, Ishak. Tends to set everything up with that jab. Yeah, all comes off that lead hand.
Calls himself the shooter.
Was a very talented amateur, was Ishak. Won around 40 of the 50 bouts which he had. He is also a man of very few words. Not the biggest fan in the world of interviews and doing the media. He just loves being under the bright lights and entertaining the crowd. That's his words, not mine.
They say let the hands do the talking. He's trying to work out his opponent at the moment. You know, try and keep him on the ropes, stay in the center, and jab him out.
Well, Munoz is a bit of a tricky customer. Well, he has been stopped. He's only been stopped the once. Been boxing for 3 years. And this is fight number 25 for him.
He's a young man as well, I think. He's only 23.
Yeah, he is. He is 23 years old. Tough old gig going around different cities and fighting in those away corners, but got caught with a right hand there. Looked like he rode the punch quite well, actually.
Lovely body shot, and I can see he felt that one. And again, I wonder if it affects them, you know, traveling all the way from Argentina.
I know a lot of the Argentinian, away corner fighters position themselves in other places in Europe, but some of them do travel from South America, and yeah, it's got to have some sort of effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard enough functioning sometimes in your jet lag, never mind getting in and doing 6 rounds.
And is taking his time, working him out, and is playing him off, you know. Just catching him with clean shots.
This one scheduled for 4. We've never seen Hassan Ishak go the whole distance yet.
Quite a bit of support here as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he always does. I remember his debut, which I think was in Bournemouth on a Ryan Garner undercard. And he certainly brings the crowd with him. Lovely left hook over the top there from Hassan Ishak, and the bells probably come at exactly the right time.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that one, the Argentinian.
I mean, one of the observations when it comes to Ishak for me, and look, this is the first time I think you've seen him, is his timing's good, isn't it? He's got really good timing.
He takes his time with the fight, tries to work out his opponent, and just catches him clean, just like he did in the last second of the fight. Beautiful left hook.
It's nice to see a fighter not rush their work. And someone else who's very good at that is someone who's just to the right-hand side of us, Adam Aziz. He's an excellent fighter in terms of the timing. He works, he just goes up in tempo and pressure when he feels it's necessary to do so. He doesn't just put his foot on the gas and go for it, does he?
Yeah,
that's where the professional bit comes in.
I know the DAZN brothers since, you know, the Del Youth days, you know, when we were all young, when they were like 10, 8 years old. They've always been great boxers.
Ishak straight out in that orthodox stance of those yellow gloves. Firing off that 1-2, shooting it out, living up to his nickname.
See a lot of redding near the body of the Argentinian.
Munoz has been in there with some real tough up-and-coming fighters, and the fact that he's only been stopped the once is credit to his durability and his toughness. So if Ishak manages to get him out of it, in his own right, it will be a little bit of a statement.
Yeah, quite a bit of swelling on the left eye. You can see of the Argentinian. Probably must have caught with a big right hand.
Yeah, the left eye actually is just starting to close up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ever so slightly.
And that's why he's changed to a southpaw.
But at the moment, this is always Ishak. Munoz just on the back foot, just going around in circles, pretty much all in the same direction.
I think Ishak just has too much power for his opponent. Like, there's nothing he can really throw back. He's just circling around the ring, isn't he, at the moment?
He's trying to keep away from the right hand by the looks of it. I know there's all sorts of shots which can come from Ishak, and he throws that left hook with some serious venom, stamps his left foot as he throws it.
Good movement from Ishak.
Good work there, and again from shooter Ishak. Nice shots to the body. And the reddening is getting worse for the Argentinian. He's going to feel those in the morning, that's for sure. He's having a little bit of a go back himself here.
He's very very different fight, this one as well. It's a lot calmer, isn't it? A lot more cleaner shots. I've had like so many different styles in boxing.
Do you know one of the cliches, the things which we hear so often, Zach, is to never go looking for the knockout. Just do your work and it will come. And I think Ishak's a great example of that. I mean, he could go out and just go all guns blazing, couldn't he?
He could, yeah.
But he really is setting a clear example of, like, he's not looking for that knockout. He's just doing his boxing and letting that do the work. Can you see any way back into this fight for Enzo Munoz at all?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Unless he pulls out a Zach Shelley, you know. Just kidding. But no, I don't think there's any way he's going to win this fight. I think he's just going to try circle around the ring and just get hit. He seems in pain. That's what I'd say. He seems in pain.
Yeah, I think he's probably feeling a little bit grateful that this is just set for 4 rounds at the moment, isn't he? Because I think maybe if this was a 6 or an 8 rounder, he might have had to do a little bit more fighting back.
Yeah.
And I think this is a classic case of cover up and just wait for the final bell.
I think he can't even hold, because I think, you know, Ishak's such a good fighter, boxer. He'll just take a step back and give him a right hand, so you won't even try hold him. The thing I like about Ishak is that even though, yes, he could just go guns and blazing, still taking his time, doesn't want to get hit. He wants to do it looking good. And that's what it's about.
That's it. That is exactly his style and his game. Constantly goes downstairs to the body with that jab. And he varies up the power of it as well. Sometimes he'll really push it in and make it a hurtful shot to the body. Other times he'll just flick it and make it sting. And as Munoz's head just drops when he does land a stinger or a bit more of a power shot, he throws a big heavy right hand, and he did it just then. And actually, this is the most urgency and the most active and energetic I think we've seen the Argentinian.
Must have had a good pep talk in his corner.
Maybe they were listening to us, Zach. I'll blame you. Munoz really struggling to land a glove on Ishak at the moment. A clean one anyway. Nice right hand over the top, chopping right hand there from Shooter on the break, who is properly taking his time.
Only 1-2. Good movement from the Argentinian. Go out the ropes.
Heavy right hand there from Ishak. He was just trying to line Munoz up for that straight shot straight down the middle as he switches stance into southpaw now. Misses with the back hand hook. And here comes Munoz, who is quite honestly just hitting gloves, elbows and arms at the moment. But he did get through with one there.
Yeah, nice shot you got through with.
And I've got to say, it feels like we've just got non-stop boxing at the moment, Zach. Last week, it was George Liddard. Tonight, it's Moses Itauma. Then next week, live on DAZN, Katie Taylor, Croke Park, 80,000 people. Whether you're a boxer or a boxing fan, has there ever been a better time?
That's amazing. 80,000 people.
80,000 people in Croke Park for Katie Taylor's farewell fight. Can you imagine what that's going to be like for her walking out?
That'd be crazy.
It's going to be emotional for everyone.
Isn't that the same as like Wembley Arena? Close,
same as Wembley Stadium, yeah.
Wembley Stadium, that's the one, yeah. Crazy, yeah. Crazy numbers. I mean, for women's boxing as well, that's amazing. For boxing in general, that's amazing. So I hope to one day be able to sell that many tickets, you know, that I can retire.
Unbelievable. And the fact that it sold so quickly as well tells you the sort of superstar and role model that she and so many others on that card have been and are set to be. We look forward to that. But it's all about this one tonight for now. The fourth and final round between Hassan Ishak and Enzo Munoz. It has been all Ishak's way. He has taken his time. He's been a bit like a cat with a ball, to tell you the truth. If you have only just walked in the living room and turned this one on.
He's taking his time, just trying to ping him. I think he wants to catch him with clean shots, and that's what it's about. I think clean power shot, that's what he's looking for. Fair play to the Argentinian, you know. The bet than I thought.
I wasn't sure if we were going to go past a couple of rounds, to be honest, especially when there was literally nothing coming back. But there's a reason only one person has managed to stop him, and that is because he manages to fight well.
I think he's worked out the timing. He's worked out the, the movement and had to evade some of the shots. That's why he's just keeping circling the ring.
And a left hook just went past the whiskers by the tiniest margins there from Ishak. And there's a right hand which landed sweet on the jaw of Munoz, who comes back with a right hand and a lead hook of his own as he switches stance into southpaw yet again. And it's good that he is giving Ishak a little bit to think about. And that's a beautiful right hand as he lunged in. And here comes another couple.
He's got to cut the ring, he's just making him turn and turn. I'd say try to go for the body a bit more, because there you go, right on top. Feels like he phased him. He's giving it back to Argentinian. Fair play.
Is with a right hand landed from Ishak, and then 2 or 3 came back from Munoz. But I don't think the Argentinian was bothered about keeping him there. I think he was quite happy to land a couple of shots and then just get back to boxing on the back foot.
.45 seconds left.
We could be on for the first distance win of Hassan Ishak's career. Or have I just put the commentator's curse on it?
I mean, I guess it's a good learning fight to learn that, not everyone goes down so easily.
Exactly that. Nice double jab and then a heavy right hand goes into the body. There's a right hand upstairs as we go into the last 20 seconds. If that 100% KO ratio is going to continue, now's the time to do it for the shoot-up. There's the 10-second clapper. Munoz is on the home run.
Yeah, pretty clean fight from Ishak. A good learning fight. You'll learn a lot from this fight.
Good boxing there from Munoz and good boxing there from Hassan Ishak and Munoz. The reason I said him is because I was a bit miffed to why he was celebrating there, but I guess it's just because he got through it.
Yeah, he's probably thinking now he can fight next week, because if he gets stopped, he's not fighting for another 28 days and no more money for the family. So fair play to him.
That's exactly it. Well, Thomas Triber just getting the official score from the referee. And almost certainly that's gone to Hassan Ishak. I'll eat my hat if it hasn't. So, over to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, our referee Lee Every scores the contest 40-36 for your winner. And still undefeated, Hassan Shooter Ishak.
My mum should have named me guns. I felt like
But there you go. The journey continues for the shooter, Hassan Ishak. He moves to 4-0. He didn't get the stoppage this time round, but he showed us a little bit more patience, more spite, and more of him in his groove. He's only young. It's going to be interesting to see how he progresses as time goes by. And I guess it's just going to be about matching him with the right people, Zach.
Yeah, of course. Does he want to go for a 7-era title next, or does he want to carry on having these type of fights? I think obviously he's still doing 4-rounders, so he'll probably move up to a 6-rounder next. He's done the 4 rounds now, 6 rounds next, maybe an 8-rounder, and then go for a title. But I think he's got the calmness about him to go for it.
Time will tell, and we look forward to the rest of the career of the shooter, Hassan Ishak. Well done to him as the next fighters get themselves into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue now with 4 rounds in the super featherweight division. The referee in charge and scoring will be Amy Pooh. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing red and white and weighed in officially at 132.14 pounds. Hailing from Tildesley, Lancashire, England, he has 18 professional bouts to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Liam Fitzmaurice. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing green with white and weighed in officially at 130.4 pounds. Hailing from Slough, England, he had a stellar amateur career, becoming a 3-time national champion, and now as a professional, undefeated with 2 victories. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Zain the Hurricane Ahmed.
Boxer. Boxers, listen to my instructions at all times. Watch your heads, no low blows. When I say break, step back. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Thank you.
Well, when Zain Ahmed won a schoolboy amateur championship, he was awarded the trophy by Amir Khan, and Amir Khan said to him, "I'll see you in the future." And here we are in the future. Fight number 3 for him, in there against Liam Fitzmaurice of Lancashire in the red and white shorts. He's looking for his first win in the paid ranks.
Nice colour gloves, you know, green's my favourite colour, so.
The armour. Fan of the fight kit there. Let's see if we can become fans of the fighting. Zain Ahmed actually had to get off, well, he got an 8 count in his debut for the very tough Angel Gomez, journeyman. They came back to win that. That was a seriously tough fight for his debut. Let's see how he does in this one. Fight number 3. In there against 18 fight.
Yeah, he's got a good jab.
Journeyman Liam Fitzmaurice.
Chest with your jab, chest with your jab. There it is, there it is. Move.
And Ahmed for a big hook there, went straight over the head of Fitzmaurice. And Fitzmaurice in the wrong place. And Ahmed just still having a look in this opening round, not getting carried away.
Push that foot out when you let out back angle.
Yeah, nice. Once again, taking his time with his fight.
Feet.
Trying to work out his opponent.
Oh, yeah. Go again. Put a left hook on the backhand to the body.
This is great work from Ahmed with the jab from that southpaw stance. Fitzmaurice doing a good job, Zach, of getting out of the way of those hooks. As quite a few of them have come in, but as I said that, he landed a beautiful one, and there's the body work there from Ahmed. He's got a stylish style to go with the fight kit.
Yeah, once again, the low guards, trying to Mayweather style, I guess.
Step back, 2 shots, step back, 2 shots, now, shoot, move.
A big swing and a miss there from Fitzmaurice. And Ahmed gets himself out of range, then straight back into range. Beautiful whipping lead hook there from a southpaw stance.
Turn left up.
From the Hurricane.
Move again, move.
That's great work there from Ahmed. Lead hook to the body, then one upstairs.
Left up now, left up now, left up Liam.
See, there's sting in Ahmed's shot.
Move. Charles, get your foot. Move off. 10 seconds, move
Feels
off.
like he's having a difficult time to get out the corners and the ropes.
What's working for Ahmed for you?
I think, yeah, he's applying pressure, which is working well, and his opponents find it difficult to get out of the corners and out of the ropes, and he's doing, you know, body head, as we saw that a few times, and I think that's working well.
He's a spiteful body puncher, isn't he?
Yeah, most definitely. I think that he is affecting the red corner.
Yeah, well, I mean, from the privileged position we are, you can really hear those shots sinking in from Ahmed, and you can hear the air escaping the lungs and the body of Fitzmaurice. Dale Arrowsmith in the corner there with him. He's getting close to 200 fights.
Yeah, I was thinking, I've seen him run before, but I wasn't sure where.
Probably one of the most known journeymen on the circuit, also trains and manages fighters. Top bloke as well. And I think we're going to get plenty more body work here from Ahmed, who I must say has improved an unbelievable amount since the last fight that I saw. He doesn't even look like the same fighter, and that was a great little lead hook straight over the top there. And I think the instructions from Arrowsmith in the corner to Fitzmaurice was to bite down on your gum shield, go out there and give it a good go. And there's that lead hook again, which just moved Fitzmaurice in his boots.
Yeah, it seems like he's got some weight behind those shots.
They go with a thud, don't they?
Step back, 2 shots, step back, 2 shots, step back, 2 shots.
There's that body shot again. Unforgiving work there from Ahmed. He calls himself the Hurricane. And that was a neat little uppercut from the backhand. And Fitzmaurice just on the ropes now, more often than not. Just defended himself, well, trying to.
Now go. Step back, 2. Good. Stay on him. No. Go away. Left hook. There you go.
Well, the corner team screaming for Fitzmaurice to throw the left hook. He threw it and it landed, but Ahmed just shook his head at him.
He's not throwing too much, is he?
Move.
That is his best shot, Ahmed. That lead hook. He goes downstairs, swings it over the top. Goodness knows how many times he's landed out. There's the 1-2 down the middle. And Fitzmaurice is having a tough night at the office here.
Can't seem to get him off him. It's like a rash.
Body Liam, left up. Now. There you go. Left up to the head. Hands, Liam, head up the legs. Come on, work. Work, Liam, work. Yeah. Left up now, left up.
The right hook landed straight on the left glove of Ahmed, and that's a beautiful shot to the body. Fitzmaurice felt that one. It was a sickener, and he's doing the right thing as he looks to the corner and tries to get some air into his lungs.
I think the body shot's been working, haven't they?
And Ahmed, with 30 seconds to go, will Leave it all in there now. There's another big horrible body shot.
Tie him up! Underneath!
And the corner screaming for Fitzmaurice to tie him up. And Ahmed needs to do everything he possibly can to make sure he doesn't do that and keep hammering away. And there's that shot again upstairs, and the referee has seen more than enough. And Liam Fitzmaurice is frustrated. He kicks his gum shield away. And Zayn Ahmed has boxed the best that I've seen him so far in his very short professional career.
I'm surprised you said he got 8 count when his first fight. It's definitely changed.
Unbelievable amount. Well done, that man.
You can say praise to his trainers as well, I guess. It's a shame for Liam, because he was scheduled to fight in, I think, 2 weeks' time. So that fight's got cancelled, I guess.
It's certainly a hard old gig finding that away corner. But Ahmed gets the job done. He'll be pleased with that. All the weeks of work.
Yeah,
but Thomas Schreiber has the official time, so over to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes 47 seconds of round number 2. Our referee, Amy Poo, waves off the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout and still undefeated, Zayn the Hurricane Ahmed.
Zayn Ahmed just posing for pictures with the team, pictures he'll look back on in years to come, and tonight he will undoubtedly remember. That's what it's all about. That's what the sacrifice and the hard work is for. He can now go and enjoy himself and watch a cracking card.
Definitely impressive boxing from Zayn. From the beginning to finish, he knew the body was hurting him. He just carried on going for the body shots and then done the job.
But the action continues here on the Queensbury feeds and on DAZN as well, all the way up until approximately 7 p.m. And then 7 p.m. is when this lot will get to business, topped off by Moses Itauma and Filip Hrgovic for the IBF Heavyweight Championship of the World. Can Moses Itauma do it? Most think that he can. And maybe that's energising Filip Hrgovic a bit more. Do not write him off. He is a top fighter, Hrgovic. Will Moses be able to answer the questions? Zach Chilly at ringside thinks he will.
I think about my sparring partner from amateur days has just walked into the ring. Yeah, I remember sparring this guy when I was an amateur.
Well, over to Thomas Schreiber to get the action back underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with 6 rounds scheduled in the cruiserweight division. When the bell rings, our referee in charge and scoring the contest will be Lee Every. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing black trunks and weighed in officially at 202.3 pounds. A native of France, he is now making his home in London, England, and has a professional record of 4 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw. 2 of his 4 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sharif Musa. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing black with orange and weighed in officially at 205.8 pounds. Hailing from South London, Penge, England, he has a professional record of 11 wins, just 1 defeat, 9 of his 11 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Alois the Animal Jr.
Boxers, please. Okay, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both. Good luck.
Well, the cruiserweight division it is now. Sharif Musa in there against Moses Itauma's teammate, Alois Jr., who was meant to be boxing Mike Perez on this card. That fight never ended up happening. Alois has been out of the ring for, well, since July 2025.
Any reason for him has been out so long?
I don't know if he's had an injury, but maybe it was just a few fights in a short period of time and a bit of a rest, but it is quite a lengthy period of time. But he's a man who wants to get straight back to business. He's heavy-handed. He's already had some real good stoppages, some eye-catching ones as well. But he has another man in front of him tonight to try and get the job done against, so he can get himself up in the mix with some of the big names in the division. Easier said than done sometimes, Zach.
Yeah, I know Sheriff Musa, one from the red corner. I've spotted him many times when I was an amateur, back at Times ABC in King's Cross. So yeah, I know he's a good fight. He's strong, he's powerful when he comes to fight. But I do know Alois, his last fight was against El Zorro, and that was a pretty good fight. I believe it was for the WBC international title. I wonder if he still has that.
That's right. Zorro was the last time that we saw Alois Jr. That one went the distance, and remember interviewing Alois afterwards and asking him a question because Zorro's team, was screaming that Alois was so frustrated, and I asked him if he was frustrated, and he batted it off and said, no chance at all. I was just getting the work done. He was a fighter who lost his debut, but ever since then, he's racked up 11 wins and plenty of knockouts as well, 9 of them by way of knockout.
I think at one point he was calling out Vidal Riley.
Yeah, there was definitely a bit of talking between those two.
It's a bit of talk right now.
Nice jab to the body there from Alois. And there's that lead uppercut on the inside. Just slip the jab on the inside and through the lead uppercut well.
Every time I see the heavyweights, you know, cruiserweights, heavyweights fighting, I know those shots hurt. Every shot that lands.
Big, heavy shots, aren't they?
Especially your arms, those big.
And Musa, he's absolutely no mug. He comes to us today off the back of a knockout win against Nathan Corliss. Corliss just, well, hadn't that long ago boxed for the area title. So that's the kind of level which he's been operating at. Good boxer. And as you said, you know him from the amateur days as well. So he's been about. I think Alois will just be happy to get that opening round kind of done and done with, actually, because 13, 14 months out of the ring is quite a period, isn't it?
Of course, especially in coming back to an arena like this, you know. Yes, he must be happy to just get some of the ring rust off.
I think if he just keeps winning and if he keeps stopping people as well, Alois Jr. is going to be a lot of fun because he's quite happy to play the bad guy. Do you know what I mean? He's quite happy with that role.
Yeah, so I've missed him for like a year now because I remember seeing a lot of him, like wearing the king's crown and saying that he's the king and he's going to take over the division, even calling out Vidal Riley. So he's a very exciting character to watch, and I think that's what boxing needs.
It is the entertainment business, and Vidal Riley, very, very likely, I think almost confirmed that he will fight for the IBF Cruiserweight title at some point this year. So maybe those two will meet later on down the line. But let's not look past Musa at all. Aloy said it himself this week. It might be a different opponent, but it's exactly the same mentality.
I wonder how much notice Musa had for this fight, or was he even training?
I don't know how much notice he had, but regardless, hats off to him. I remember Aloy was my commentary partner for a big night here at the O2 Arena. He was one of a couple when he turned up into, I think, the second fight, and his opening line was, "Sorry I was late. I had to finish my training because my next opponent's getting knocked out." And he did knock him out as well.
This one's looking like a proper dust-up at the moment, both heavy shots. Lots of heavy shots going through, trying to work each other out. But the thing is, because you're heavy and you've got so much muscle, you're going to get tired a lot faster. So that's why we're not really seeing too much shots.
Exactly that. And when they're leaning in on each other, the bigger guys know how to do it well. Klitschko is amazing at it. He would lean in on his opponents and he'd drop all his weight on them and he would really knacker them out. Good reflexes there from Aloy.
Trying to counter.
Couple of short shots there from Sharif. Musa just trying to land that right hand over the top. Oh, beautiful jab, right uppercut there from Aloy. Those two definitely got through. And hats off to Musa. He kind of took that one on the chin and then just leant straight back in. But there's the right uppercut through the middle again from Aloy Jr.
Is Aloy, I haven't really seen much of Aloy, but is he usually a back foot fighter or does he usually come more aggressive?
He is an aggressive front foot fighter the majority of the time.
So now he's trying to counter a bit more, I guess.
Loads of ability, without a doubt. Ben Davison, Lee and all the team in that gym have done a wonderful job with him. And Musa, he's having a go, isn't he? He's going forward.
Yeah, that's what I remember about Musa. Every time I sparred him, no matter how much he got hit, he'd still keep coming forward. So fair play to him. And you know, this guy's cruiserweight. He's taking some big shots. You know, Alois is throwing some big shots, especially that jab, uppercut. Literally took it on the chin and just kept coming forward.
I wonder if that plays a little bit of a psychological game sometimes when you're hit someone with a great shot and then they... I mean, have you ever had that? You hit with something and you think, how on earth has he not gone down from that?
The thing is, I've learned from that though. When I was back in the day, when I used to get big shots and then they kept coming forward, I'm like, what's going on? But now I've learned that did hurt them and it will affect them later on in the round. They'll know another one comes out again, they'll end up going down. Just like Morale, I always keep giving him big shots and he kept coming forward, but I knew eventually it would put him down. So I say Musa's got to stop taking these big shots.
Now let's see if they are going to get to him and if Alois can get to Musa at all. Or will he be able to just keep coming forward over this 6-round contest in the cruiserweight division? Good feints with the lead hand from Alois, just keeping Musa guessing, but there it is again, nice sharp jab. Left hook to the body there from Musa though. Right hand straight down the middle there from Alois, and he landed a couple of heavy shots after, and for the first time it looks like Musa is in a bit of trouble here, and he holds on with his left hand and he's getting caught to the head and body.
You get a lot of punishment there. Got to learn to like either avoid them or like keep his hands up.
Alois is a great finisher when he smells blood. More often than not, he gets the job done. And still plenty of time to go in this round.
Some very good uppercuts from Alois. Very good work on the inside. He knows how to work on the inside with his opponent, especially a heavy one.
Good jab again. The timing was good from Alois. There it is, stopping Musa in his tracks. And there's that uppercut again, Zach, which has kind of been his shot, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's got to learn to try to avoid those, try to keep his hands below his chin or try to slip him. Yeah, you know, he's got to try a different tactic. You know, Musa has not really changed, has he? He just keeps coming forward and just gets hit. I'm not sure over 6 rounds that's going to be effective. Seems like his left eye starting to close up as well.
There's that feint with the lead shoulder again. Then catches Musa up the second time round with the jab as he tries to make an entry. But as my co-commentator Zach Chelly has pointed out so many times, they need to stop taking that right uppercut. And that is a shot which follows Alois Jr.'s jab. Quite frequently, actually. Big right hand over the top there. And that wobbled him a bit there. He really felt that one. And he's hanging on now as we go into the last few seconds of the round. And there's a big right uppercut followed by a left hook again, but Sharif Musa will hear the bell.
It seems like a bit of like a Rocky fight, don't you think? Like in the later rounds, the Rocky just gets hit non-stop. But the thing is, this is reality. This isn't a movie, and that's going to be painful. And I don't know if he should come out of that round, out of the corner like that.
That's the line, Zach. This is reality, not a movie. I'm having that.
Yeah.
Alois is most definitely starting to get to him. What do you think Ben Davison's telling him in that corner?
I say just carry on. Like Musa, I'd say he's nearly finished. He could probably stop him in the next round with those uppercuts. Let him come towards, let him fall on one of those uppercuts, and job's done.
Seconds out. Round 4.
Hats off to Musa, who is straight off of his stool and straight back to walking forward. After taking some big, heavy blows, there ain't many fighters who would be walking in the forward direction, but he is. And Alois just leant back on a rope set, slammed in a left hook to the body.
I think his Musa's got to try something different, because just keep coming forward, it's not working.
The referee just saying, pull your arms out, both of you. Let's do some clean work. And that was a gigantic right uppercut, that. And if it landed, might have taken his head clean off.
See that slipping uppercut.
I mean, as a professional boxer, Zach, who's operating at the highest level, you'll have a real appreciation for things like that, won't you? Those kind of intricate details. When you see a fighter pull something off, you think, that's a good nod from you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it looks lovely, but people don't understand how much time and skill it takes to actually pull it off during a fight as well.
It's always easier to say it than do it, isn't it?
Most definitely. Oh, fair play to Musa. He's hanging in there.
Seriously tough. Do you remember him being tough?
I do remember him being tough. I remember the rounds we were doing non-stop. He just keeps coming forward, you're hitting him, he just keeps coming. And I mean, that's what he's showing off now. The only issue I'm worried that if he catches one big one, he will go down. Especially if they come in clusters. So he's got to be careful.
Loy's just varying up the power and the speed of those shots there. There was a few kind of lighter shots downstairs. He's sunken a couple of heavier ones up. Just trying to catch Musa off guard.
Big 1-2.
We've gone into the last few seconds then. Musa throws a right hand, but misses because the feet were too good of Alois, who's got a good jab, and he kind of uses it to be annoying at times as well. Just sticks it in his opponent's face. And that's just frustrating, isn't it, more than anything?
Because it sticks in your face. It's like he's picking on you, innit? You can't even move out of the way of it. Especially when you're tired, it just stays in your face. And sometimes behind that, a big right hand will come. And then that's lights out.
But after a few of those big shots landed from Alois Jr., I really wasn't sure that we would be going into the 5th round of 6. And that is just me tipping my hat to how tough Sharif Musa is. I can imagine he's the sort of person who gets brought into top-level sparring camps and just does rounds and rounds and rounds and keeps going.
Yeah, definitely. He's just there to make you work, you know. And the thing is, he punches hard too. So, but not when he's tired. That's the issue now. I think he's gone tired, so there's not really too much effect to his punches.
In fact, I think I remember him boxing Chris Billam-Smith in the amateurs.
I might be right, yeah.
Just jogged my memory. But into the 5th of 6 rounds then. Alois straight out. Just getting to work with that lead hand of his.
It's a big show when Barry Jones puts on a sports coat. Not only that, a double-breasted. What? Who is this? Is that Frank?
The referee has said tied it up numerous times. I mean, it hasn't been the kind of most free-flowing fight, has it, Zach?
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, especially with Musa's style, just keeps going forward and wrapped up. But then Alois is just coming up with uppercuts. So there you go, nice big 1-2 as well. Just wait for him to come and hits. No, it's frustrating to see because I do want Musa to try something different now, not just come forward. Try go on the back foot for a bit. You never know. See what happens.
Yeah.
Open it. Make something happen.
Change up the tactics and see what works. And the left eye of Musa, I mean, it's not closed or badly swollen, but you can tell he's been caught a few times there.
Pressure on them stiff jabs.
Oh, nice 1-2 there from Alois. A right uppercut back from Musa. Trying to give Alois a taste of his own medicine there.
Yeah, fair play to Musa. He's fighting like a warrior. Just taking the shots and keep coming forward. If you want longevity in this sport, you shouldn't be getting hit like that.
It's a seriously tough business, especially if you've got a particular type of style.
Yeah, the Juggernaut, he had that type of style, and he just keep coming forward, gets hit.
That's it.
And unfortunately, now he's gone.
Good jab there from Alois, over and over again. That's nice. The gum shields come out from one of them. Not sure which one it is.
Refs letting them work.
Oof. Alois slipped. He's good at slipping on the inside and the outside of the jab, and then landing the uppercut straight afterwards. It's the sort of thing that you practice in the gym, isn't it?
Yeah.
Over and over again.
You do it 1,000 times. When you do it in the ring, you should perfect it. The issue is, Moose's corner should be telling him, try to avoid it, keep a long hand, do a step back, don't go forward too much. Try something different. Like, you've been doing the same thing for 5 rounds, and it hasn't worked. Try something different. You're just getting punishment at this stage, isn't he?
He's run out of ideas, and there's nothing free-flowing to his head. Maybe the corner are saying some stuff to him, but he's just not in a position mentally or physically to be able to pull it off. But you're right, it has been more of the same, and the same hasn't worked.
As a boxer, when someone just says, just hit him, like, what do you think I'm trying to do?
I remember that happening once. I can't remember who it was. Someone shouted, knock him out. And they shouted, I'm trying. Big heavy right hand there from Alois. I mean, everything Alois Jr. throws seems to be quite heavy, actually.
I feel like he's trying to go hurt him this round proper, because now his guard's a bit more higher. Alois, maybe trying to unload this final round.
The right uppercut under the left elbow there from Alois. A few tap shots normally means he's coming back with something explosive a few moments later.
Getting caught with jabs at the moment.
Well, I was just wondering there, how many times has Alois landed that jab and that uppercut?
Sure,
it's got to be well in the double figures, isn't it?
You just have stats on the screen, don't they? So I'm sure the people at home might know. I'm not sure.
Big right hand over the top again. Goodness knows how many times I said that, because that is what has happened over and over again.
Straight jab and a bag on top. I do feel sorry for Musa. His face looks proper, I say, mashed up.
He's going to know he's been in a serious old scrap in the morning.
He's a warrior, you know, he keeps coming forward.
And do you know what, Zach? There's very few people who could do what he's doing tonight. Stand there with a heavy puncher like Alois Jr., take the punishment. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do,
no, of course.
But there aren't many people who would be able to just keep doing the rounds over and over and over again.
Yeah, I just hope he learns from this, like, that he has to get a plan B, you know, you can't just stick to plan A.
And we know that Alois is a big puncher because we've seen him absolutely flatten people. Solid fighters who've never been stopped, and he's properly put them on their backside. The referee's just called in timeout.
Tell him off. Did you see that? The ref told him to stop, and he just threw a punch. He's saying sorry. Hopefully sorry cuts it. He's a cheeky character, isn't he?
But I think we will hear the sound of the final bell. Well, maybe not. Lovely right hand over the top to finish it, and Alois is going to finish this one in style. And he practically had it his own way throughout, Zach.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much learning he would have even got from that one, to be truthful.
Yeah.
You'll know more than I do.
He just had a guy keep coming forward. I mean, he did work on some angles, tried to slip it, throw the uppercut, so I think he would have learned a bit from it. But I do feel sorry for Musa. His face, you know, oh goodness, it's painful. But he's a warrior, and that's the sport.
He is undoubtedly a warrior. But over to Thomas Schreiber to hear the official scores.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, our referee Lee Every scores the contest 60-54 for your winner, Alois the Animal Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the super featherweight division. Our referee in charge will be Lee Every. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing green with gold and weighed in officially at 132.12 pounds. Coming to us from Camden Town, London, England, he has a professional record of 8 wins, just 1 defeat, 2 draws, 1 win by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Newman Hussein. And now we welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing red trunks and weighed in officially at 132.9 pounds. Coming to us from Mitrovica, Switzerland, he is undefeated with 9 wins. 3 of his 9 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Abnor Kid Dynamite Yashari.
Boxers, please. Boxers. Come on, let's go. Okay, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both. Good luck.
Well, the final fight on the prelims is a 6-round contest in the super featherweight division. It's a WBM derby. Newman Hussein in there against Abnor Yashari. Hussein, a former Southern Area champion. Also fought Ibi Nadim for the English title not that long ago. Very good operator, as is Yashari as well. Both of these guys have got fast hands and like to throw punches in bunches. Be interesting to see what unfolds over the next 6 rounds, Zach.
Good shot, Newman, good shot. Show me who's got the better jab. Good. Let him know, Newman.
Yeah, I wonder how this fight came about. Did they just want to fight each other? Because they're both from, I think, the same management, aren't they?
Yeah, sometimes I guess these things just make sense, don't they? And the opportunity knocks. And both these guys opened the door and accepted the challenge. But like any fighter on this undercard, especially on the prelims, whether you're a young up-and-coming prospect, if you can look good in the process and do what Frankie Wood did earlier on with the right people sitting ringside, it puts you in good positions. And if you're a fighter that people may not have heard of or seen yet, then I look forward to seeing you next time round.
Yeah, Hussein has done 10 rounds before, or I think twice, so he knows how to work out a boxer. But he's fighting a pretty tough opponent at the moment.
Keep popping.
Trying to maintain center of the ring.
Yashari unbeaten in 9, 3 stoppages in those 9 wins. He's boxing in those maroon shorts with the tassels.
They look quite heavy, don't they? They might be weighing him down.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be stopping his feet. Had a really good fight last time out of York with Marley Mason, I remember it well.
Yeah, I was there. But did he stop him or?
He went to points actually,
points, yeah.
and it was obviously one which he won.
Pop and move, Newman. Pop and move. Good. Double that jab. Touch you. Touch you.
And at the moment, Yashari looking like the quicker of the 2 fighters, and because of that, he seems to be the one who's getting his work away.
Yeah, he's going to look combinations and moving. 1, 2, 3 and gone.
There you go, good. He ain't got nothing. Come on, pop him. Good. Pop, pop, pop.
Nice left hook there from Yashari, follows it with the right hand, and a following left hook lands beautifully at the end. 1 round to Yashari?
I think so, yeah, because he does seem more dominant and more of the centre ring. I mean, I'm good friends with Hussein, so I'm hoping they just something to pull it off. So I know him and his wife, they're fully always behind boxing. As I said, his wife, I believe, won the Commonwealth Silver. They have 2 kids, and they run 2 boxing gyms, one in King's Cross and one in, I believe, in Spain.
Seriously, hard-working partnership there. I mean, the fact that Hussein has already won a Southern Area title tells you that he's a good fighter, because I don't give those out, do they, Zach?
I know. I've done a Southern Area myself.
Exactly my point, my friend.
My first ever title, I remember I was being so happy. I was at university at the time.
Can Yashari keep up the sharp work? Can Hussein get into his rhythm, get into his groove?
Starting to fight, so go for a second chase. That's it, jab, push him. And again, Newman. He's getting desperate. Keep that right hand high. Good, good. Again. He's getting desperate. Be ready for a second.
I don't know if Hussein boxing on the back foot is the right type of fight, Zach. What do you think for Hussein? Do you think he should bring it to him?
Things like I'm too sure. Like, I'm trying to work out myself.
Keep that right hand up.
I think
He's trying to tap into your boxing brain.
I think Jassari is a pretty good fight. Like, he'll wait till Hussein hits and he hits back again. So he's countering and starting the exchanges as well. Yeah.
Pop, pop, pop.
Because I know from the fights which I've watched Hussein and commentated on in the past that generally he's the type of fighter who will come forward and bring the action and isn't generally the type of fighter who sits on the back foot and behind the jab. But I think he is trying. But as you say, Yashari is a good boxer and he's picking him off at the right time.
Just take a step back and he picks him off. Maybe Jassari has some power behind the punches. I'm not too sure.
Good, good.
The thing about Jassari, he's got good feet. So whenever Hussein does try to attack, he takes a double step back.
Don't think, throw. There you go. Good. Good shot. And again.
The jab to the body.
And again, good. Do that same shot again.
That's better work there from Hussein. Landed a shot which will definitely give him a bit of confidence, but it seems to have woken something up in Yashari as well. Going to the body seemed to work there for Hussein.
Hussein trying to take the center of the ring.
Let's go.
He steps back. Good 1-2. We've got to follow up with that.
Double that jab, Newman. Come on, show. Be patient. 1-2. Be patient. Boom.
That's
Good
it.
shot.
Much better work there.
He's listening to his corner.
Oh, right hand there from Yashari. That's the best shot of the fight so far. But actually, it's lining it up for the pair of them. And there it is again. There's a left hook which follows from Yashari. And Hussein is going at that body with a jab and just keeps chucking it out. But I don't know if it's been effective enough, Zach.
He's got a follow up from it. He's got a jab body straight right to the head. The thing is, Yashari just steps back every time he gets that body shot.
But that right hand, that registered, didn't it? And he don't want to keep getting caught with those. And he seems to be caught more when he's on the ropes, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He's always he's more on the back foot. So I think he needs to push forward, but then that's going to make it a hard fight. And again, it's only 6 rounds. He shouldn't do it. It's an interesting one to see.
And one of the great writers is just walked in, Donald McRae, who wrote a wonderful article about you, Zach Chelli, in The Guardian, when you stopped David Morrell.
Yeah, I had a long phone call with him. It was like about an hour and a half phone call, just asking me lots of questions. Yeah, then when the article came out, it was beautiful. It's like, yeah, my life story. So.
I mean, what a sport to write about. So many characters, so many stories. I mean, sport is like that. But some of the stuff that you hear in boxing blows your mind.
Yeah, I heard someone say that no matter what sport people say they enjoy, that boxing will always come first for them. Because, like, let's say you're watching basketball. Let's say you're in the street and there's a corner where someone's playing basketball, there's a corner where they're playing football, and there's a corner where there's a street fight. Which one are you going to go watch? The street fight.
It's a good analogy. I like it.
And again. Good.
Yashari has stopped 3 people before. I mean, he isn't your typical kind of heavy-handed knockout artist, but he catches people. And all it takes is one perfectly targeted on the button or under the ribs, and it can be game over.
Nice to see Hussein trying to stay in the center. I'm not sure it's too effective.
Hussein looks like he's having a good time in there, actually. The tongue came out, a big smile followed.
1-2. Good shot, again. But behind the 1-2, not just the cross. 1-2, Newman. Throw it at his chest. 1-2, Newman.
There's that left hook, right hand there from Yashari. He seems to land some good shots and then kind of stops and then goes again when he's ready to go to, rather than carrying on with the momentum.
Let your hands go, come on.
Yeah, Yashari I think he's really good with his feet. You know, on the back step, in and out.
And again, 3 shots.
Got good foot movement.
3 shots. And again, Newman.
And that's the issue, when you find someone with good foot movement, it's hard to catch him.
This is better work from Hussein. The busier he is, the more success that he's having. Yeah. And that was great from Yashari. Dipped down on his legs, came up with a right hand, and then lands another one there.
Jab, Newman, jab, right hook. Stop looking for the fucking counter. And again. Good. Again, 1-2.
Busy with the jab is Newman Hussein. Want to see some more off of that though, Zach, don't you?
Of course, yeah. The more he punches and throws, the more success he has. Nice to see the O2 starting to fill up as well.
Everyone seems to come out for the heavyweight fights, don't they? What is it about the heavyweights? I guess it's just the more likely of an explosive knockout, isn't it?
It just shows that people like violence, don't they?
They do.
I mean, I wish I was a heavyweight, but maybe one day, you never know.
Have you boxed at middle?
I was at super middle when I first turned pro, and I moved up to light heavy, so
And that's your weight now, light heavy.
Light heavy, that's my weight.
Good division to be in. I mean, all divisions are great now. We said earlier on how there just seems to be boxing non-stop every single weekend. And in that previous round, Nouman Hussein, when he was busy, he was so much better. But I think the corner just want him to work off of that jab. Don't just use it as a scorer. Use it to set it up and then throw something. There it is, a right hand afterwards.
Issue, if he just throws a jab and he stays there, he's going to get countered. So he has to throw something off it.
Double jab, right hand. Bop.
Here's corner shouting double jab right hand. I think that's pretty good advice. Just double jab right.
Again, now let your hands go.
That's it.
And he's instantly reaping the awards from it because he was winning that 30 seconds of the round, but then gets caught as soon as he stops.
I think the issue is Jasir is coming with the power shots, but Hussein just needs to keep throwing the combination so he doesn't have a chance to throw them power shots. Every time Hussein waits, he gets a power shot.
Double jab. Jab.
I feel like also Jasir's work rate has kind of reduced a bit.
He's definitely slowed down in the last round or so. And there we go, there's a bit more coming back now from Yashari. And he was letting Hussein work away there. Double jab, chopping right hand.
Let's go, Nouman. Let your hands go, Nouman. Come on. Again. One's not enough. Again. Nouman, let your hands go.
I'm wondering whether there's something wrong with that right hand of Hussein, because he's normally quite right hand heavy, but he really hasn't been tonight.
Like a double jab right would be good. That's it. Yeah, I also feel like he's not putting too much power behind his shots. Maybe he's waiting for the right opportunity.
And again.
Yashari's good at that counter right hand. He kind of lets Hussein finish his tack and then throws it.
He's got a pretty tight guard as well, doesn't he, Yashari?
He does, and he snaps the head back almost every time that he extends that shot.
1, 2. 1, 2 again. Nouman, turn it up. Let's go.
Nice work there from Yashari. 1-2 lead hook upstairs. Nouman Hussein kind of smiled at him there.
Come on, 1, 2.
In my opinion, he's not winning this fight as things stand.
Let's go. Faster.
And actually, this is probably the best I've seen Abner Yashari box. And I guess these big occasions bring it out in people, don't they?
Especially your opponent. He's got Hussein's a pretty good boxer, so it's making him work.
Well, penultimate round coming up. And then a reminder that the action continues live on DAZN, with the main card starts at approximately 7 p.m.
Is this one a pay-per-view or is it
pay-per-view? Yeah. Worthy of a pay-per-view as well.
Of course, definitely. Could be history in the making.
I mean, in years to come, people will say, boxing people will say, where were you the night that either Filip Hrgovic became the first Croatian heavyweight champion of the world, or where were you the night that Moses Itauma became the second youngest heavyweight world champion in history.
Turn it up, let's go.
Maybe we'll get a horrible draw, Zach. Let's hope not.
Stop waiting on him. Be fast again. Jab.
I'm a fan of that Yashari jab. It's spiteful, it's quick, it does the job. It's nothing flashy. It's straight down the middle.
think Hussein's just got to keep throwing, but of course you need a lot of energy for that.
The corner of Hussein's telling him, keep throwing, not singles. They want Newman Hussein to just throw punches in bunches. And I said in the intro, that is generally the type of fighter that he is. Left hook there from Yashari, good shot. Jab right hand comes back, but lands on the gloves.
I thought Yashari's guard is just a bit too tight to get any punches to come through. That's why Hussein needs to do throwing in bunches, you know, yeah. We'll try to counter. Like that.
Yashari working his way around Newman Hussein through that 1-2 lead hook, change the angle. And Hussein throws the right hand and just misses. As Yashari slips on the inside, but he's definitely slowed down, which my co-commentators actually had pointed out earlier on, last couple of rounds. The tempo has dropped from him. Good combination there from Yashari. A variation of punches. As Hussein got an answer for it. The corner of Hussein becoming growingly frustrated more and more as this fight goes on.
Yes, so his corner says he's got to let his hands go. Hussein's got to let his hands go.
Let your hands go, come on!
I mean, as things go, I think, Zach, that Newman Hussein will kick himself when he watches this back. Because I just think he needs to be busier to really get himself into this fight.
When he's busy, he does end up catching Yashari.
Just listening in to the corner of Newman Hussein, just above our commentary position. And his coach has got a few choice words for him, rightly so, because he knows that his man's capable of more.
How are you scoring it so far?
I mean, I'm not scoring it round by round, but Abner Yashari for me will be the man who has his hand raised. He's just done the crisper, cleaner work.
Yeah, the cleaner work, the cleaner shots. Even though Hussein does have some success when he does throw in bunches, I don't think he's doing it enough. And Yashari does seem like he has the more control of the fight.
Well, sixth and final round and the final round of the prelims. Everything will continue on the pay-per-view after this. Nice up from Yashari, right hand, left hook. And let's see if Hussein can put some of the words which the corner had for him into action in this final round as he gets caught with a right hand over the top there.
And again. And again, Newman. Let's go, let's go. Jab, jab, jab.
And Yashari not necessarily throwing punches in bunches, but
putting on a bit more pressure now,
he's putting on a bit more pressure and putting the combinations together. A bit more like he was in the first and the second rounds. Just like that. And like you said, Zach, Yashari generally, when he's in defensive mode, has got a really tight guard. So Hussein's got to find those gaps, isn't he?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, come on.
Left hook over the top there from Yashari. Gets a clap from the corner on the outcome.
You know, Hussein's got to keep his hands up, especially on the way out. He ends up getting caught with things.
Again, Newman, come throw your hands. Again, Newman, let's go. Again, throw.
Newman Hussein has tried that jab to the body over and over again. Yashari keeps coming forward.
Yeah, he's had a lot more pressure now. Last 45 seconds.
1, 2, come on. Again, throw. Put your punches together. Where's the first shot?
And that's more like it from Yashari. 6-7 shot combination there.
Seems like he's out of breath.
And this has been a tough night for Newman Hussein. We've definitely seen him box much better, and that's not taking any credit away from Abner Yashari, because he's boxed brilliantly tonight. And I think he's just been the more confident of the two.
Yeah.
And the more up for it, and he's just clearly wanted it a bit more from the sound of the opening bell, and that's the sound of the final bell. And in my opinion, Abner Yashari will remain undefeated, and he'll get the nod on that one.
To be fair play to Hussein, you know, he stuck it in, stayed in there. I mean, he could have thrown a bit more punches. I'm sure he will watch it back and wish he did. But the truth is, all we know was what he had in his tank, and he knows himself what he has, so it's up to him.
Exactly that. Well, Zach, thank you very much for your company. We will go to Thomas Triber for the official scorecard.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds, the scoring is 59-55 for your winner, and still undefeated, Abner Kid Dynamite Yashari.
On DAZN, the fights never stop, with the biggest nights in boxing all year long.
It has never been bigger for any fighter in the history of this country.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Every week, it's on. So take your seat and join us ringside. Incredible! The undisputed global home of boxing. Watch only on DAZN.
Saturday Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
I used to hate going to work. Now, I love it. Goodbye 224 bus. Hello 224 patrol vessel. I swap 4 buses a day for 4 countries a month. Best commute ever. I was born in Liverpool, but I was made in the Royal Navy.
Hello, welcome to Hotel Amore.
Who's here?
It's a real Oh my lord, what's going on?
It's Mr. Torres, sir. He requested the ice.
Sorry. Mr. Watkins?
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.